Good evening, everyone, and welcome to Dark Heresy Whispers of the Eye. I am going to be your game master tonight. My name is Dylan, or Horndrop, and enough about me. Let's get to the cast, because we have waited long enough to see what our warband is going to do within the besieged city of Alethas. Let's just go down the line, starting with Phalos.
Hey everybody, my name's Joe, and as was just said, Phalos Dade, tech priest and ace of this warband, looking to do his best.
Okay, thank you for saving these guys last session a little bit. Kind of, you got in a spat with a car. You hit a man with a car.
That was
did
no
disintegrate. Hey, you did disintegrate a heretic with a car. So
The important
props
thing
to
is
you.
I didn't get lost, even a
Exactly.
little bit. despite
No,
what anyone
not
says.
even, not even for a second.
Not even at all, sure.
All right, Brian. Or, I'm sorry,
All
Modus.
I answer to both, actually. So my name is Brian. I am playing Modius Skygar, the navigator. I'm the one that is here to make sure we don't get lost in the void, if you will. I also now officially carry around the Michael Bay Lapistol. It does its job mighty fine, blows stuff up, and also may have gotten the whole party killed by needing to take a bathroom break.
I mean, you also might have saved their lives.
Yeah, we might have just blown up.
You might have just driven
Might have saved
right
them,
into a
might have killed. We'll
minefield.
see. We'll find out today.
Lothos.
Hello everybody, I'm Spaz, and I'm playing the Zealot Lothos, or Zealot Assassin Lothos. And for the glory of the God Emperor, we will slay all heretics in our path. Hopefully, if we don't just die outright, which could happen. So, good luck to us, I guess.
Very well could happen. And last but not least, Barbosa.
I'm Zach. I'm going to be playing Barbosa, kind of a space pirate, bar none. He's also providing a little bit of the common sense that these lads going to need when they roll around out here. You see, they don't be knowing how to get around. They've been locked up inside too long. They have.
Beautiful. All right. Before we start, the show is being recorded for Total Tabletop. Come check us out on Discord and on Twitch. We have other shows, but this is the only 40K one. Sorry. And we will get started. So last time, our warband, having met with the commissar and being dismissed to execute their mission as they saw fit, they first went to the quartermaster with the help of 2 Imperial Guardsmen, Stock and Barrel. At the quartermaster, they asked for a variety of things. They didn't get most of them, unfortunately, due to low influence rolls. They did acquire some microbeads and a grappling hook. Was there anything else?
We got a chain.
A chain, that's right.
Just a length of chain.
Just the length of chain. It's about 1 meter long. After that, they were trying to find more information on their mission and exactly how to go about formulating a battle plan when Stock and Barrel recommended that they talk to their captain, Lieutenant Daniels, or not their captain, their superior. Words. They met with Lieutenant Daniels. He's part of the Imperial Guardsmen that the Inquisitor seems to have under his sphere of influence. And after some talking and after a little convincing, they were shown a car, which they immediately got very attached to. The machine spirit, Cadian, does not like Phalos, unfortunately. But they decided they were going to take the car and go to the planet. After some discussion with Lieutenant Daniels, they learned that there was a psychic miasma around the north side of the city of Altheus. And for some reason, they decided that that was the best route of approach. They boarded up onto their Valkyrie, And with the skill and grace of the God Emperor and some amazing rolls by the NPC, they managed to land, taking out a small group of heretics, one with the auto carriage itself, another by Lothos, his sniper rifle, and the rest of them by a well-placed shot by Modius with his last pistol, which caused one of the heretics to explode, setting off the rounds of ammunition and explosives they had on themselves. The war party, however, did not stop. Instead, continued making their way south towards the city proper. Going through some of the outskirts and outlying buildings and villages, they eventually found themselves in the sort of outskirts of the main city of Altheus. Dealt with by ignoring a strange, brutal show of force by the heretic forces to some of the Imperial Guardsmen that had been captured or killed. Both, really. Depends on what the order is. On this side of town, it was a little too much for Lothos, or not Lothos, Phalos, but the rest of you guys pushed in and proceeded to get hopelessly lost within the miasma for a little bit. Fortunately, you guys found your way, but before continuing, your faithful navigator felt the call of nature, which is, of course, better than feeling the call of warp. Asked you to stop so he could relieve himself, where you found yourselves in the middle of an ambush set by Catachin commandos. Their leader, Sergeant Typhon, introduced himself. You guys, having read the data slate given to you, fortunately remembered the passphrase that he had set up with your Inquisitor, and that's where we left off. So that is where we will start. You guys are in the middle of the outskirts of the city. Low, 3-story buildings, most of them wood, some of them intermixed with the typical architecture of the Imperium. This sort of film and fungus growing over everything, this low fog caused just by the moisture and the combat and the artillery and smoke wafting low over the streets. The sort of drifts of corpses from those either caught in the onslaught or killed by something else lay piled against walls and vehicles and carts. The commandos now exposing themselves, crawling out of these corpse piles, brushing themselves off. Sergeant Typhon approaching you all, this large, probably about 7.5, 8 feet tall, muscular, just built like a brick shithouse man with this red bandana and slung what looks like a heavily modified las carbine. He also has the long, almost 2 foot long knife at his belt, which to you guys is more akin to a machete, but to him seems to be just the right size. He's sort of just chomping on the cigar and looking you all up and down. What would you all like to do?
I would like to finish my business.
Just
And we left there, right? Did anyone else get out of the vehicle?
I think right where we left off is exactly like meeting and saying the passphrase, and it's, I guess you're ready to kill a witch, I guess, or something like that. Yes.
Yes, for
Right.
the
Yeah, we
moment,
did.
I
We did
can
give him.
kill the engine, then we can step out of the car.
Seems prudent, yes. Don't
What-
step there.
What lore check would I have to do to see if I know who these guys are?
It'd be Imperial Guard.
We don't have that, so just what,
It
minus 20 on my intelligence?
these guys are pretty famous. It'd be just, let's just do it at a flat.
Nope.
No. No, you feel like you should know who these guys are, but just the name of their regiment is just slipping your mind.
Okay, so I'll just kind of. But they're obviously Imperium.
They're very clearly Imperial Guardsmen, yes. They have You'll see that Sergeant Typhon has a number of sort of tattoos of both skulls and daggers across one of his arms. They're carrying Imperium issue, weapons. So I'll just give it to you. Like, you look at his last carbine, which, while heavily modified, is at its base a standard issue Imperial las carbine. And then just other stuff, like, they're probably Imperial Guard.
Okay. I'll just kind of relax because I had been like previously on Overwatch, you know, like with my feet like braced up against the door, leaning in, like, and then so I'll just kind of kick the door open and hop out and be like, it's good to see some friendly. Yeah, you seen that big fucking thing down the road back there? It's fucking wild. So, what's y'all doing out here, huh?
Well, me and my squad got sent a few days in to go and see what all the fuss was about. See, we'd sent scouts into this sector of the city before, and none of them came back. Lord Balthazar learned that me and my men were already in the area, as he is wont to do, and asked for a little favor that we come in here and see if we could find what all the fuss was about.
What's the fuss? Seems to me like it's a witch.
I don't got a fucking clue what the fuss is about. Been in here for fucking 3 days, killing anyone we come across who's too fucked up to be a normal person or too mean to leave alive.
You've seen many of those.
The people or the muties?
Yes.
Yeah, we see muties from time to time. They usually come out early morning, right before dark. They like to soak up, I think. I don't know. They're like mushroom people at this point, all flabby and squishy. Cut through them like butter, though.
I'm sure you would.
I'm gonna kind of gesture to like the drifts of bodies, like I'm assuming hundreds to thousands of bodies around us. I'll be like, "Did you find this, or did you do this?"
I can't take credit for that. I was like that when we got here. Not sure exactly what caused it, but not a mark on them. Most of them, aside from impact. Seems like some sort of blast, but no damage to the buildings. We aren't fucking dead, so it's not a virus bomb. Yep, we find it. We'll kill it.
Can I inspect one of the bodies and like see if I can like?
Yeah. What kind of skill are you thinking about using?
Well, I was trying to think if I would probably want to use. I was thinking maybe just cutting it open. One of them.
It'd be logic or Medicaid.
Let's see. Those are both intelligence, which I don't have either of them. So.
And what are you trying to discern?
I'm just trying to see if it's like if there's no marks on their body, but like I'm trying to see if like I'd ever seen anybody who looked like they were the same. Like if there's any like anything like about the corpse that's significant to like if like there's anything weird about it, or if there's anything similar to what I'd seen before. If I could figure out.
You're basically doing a vibe check.
Like kind of. I'm trying to just see like, okay, they say they don't know what killed them. I go, I kneel down. Like, is there like black circles around their eyes and their jaws locked open? Like, are there any signifying marks on like each of the bodies?
It'll be pretty base level inspection, but I'll give you a +10, so it'll be a -10.
Okay, so I got to roll underneath a 20 then. No go.
Close. Yeah, you take a look at the corpse. I mean, they've been out here for a few days, so they're already starting to expire. So as you're looking them over, like blood's pooled where they've been resting. There's just general degradation. This planet's hot and humid and disgusting. Like, you'd need to be a pretty efficient medic or surgeon to figure out the cause of death on these people. Bone wise, nothing. I'll give you that. Like none of the
So
bones seem to be
no
broken.
broken bones or anything like that.
No.
Any like blood or open wounds or anything?
There's blood just from them popping open.
Okay, but no like obvious like bolter shells or ripping them
No.
apart or anything like
They're, but you can't say for sure just because some of them are so degraded.
that. Mm.
Give me a scrutiny check. Plus 30.
Okay, so then I have to roll underneath 40. Oh,
Yeah, you can't really tell from the body, but on this train of thought, you look around, and there's no, like, there's signs of combat, but, like, just where the bodies are placed, how they're, like, sort of, it looks like washed up, kind of like litter against the walls and stuff. This isn't, like, the kind of scatter or pattern of bodies that, like, combat would lead to.
I'm gonna stand up, turn around, and be like, "This is witch shit."
Looking at the bodies, how they're laying about, is there any like certain like things that are similar about each one of the piles, or are they just piled about?
They're just piled about. Some of the, it's like if you put a bunch of like balloons in a room with a fan and saw how they piled up against like furniture. They're drifted up against things like that.
So is there a focal point somewhere in the middle that I could tell where
There
something would
is
have gone?
a focal point. As you look, you see that, yeah, it's kind of hard to tell from street level, but there does seem to be a general flow of bodies.
So I'm gonna walk over that way.
Okay.
Anyone wanna?
I'll,
I'm gonna kind of gesture to anyone else to come with because I'm not comfortable walking around myself in the middle of all this.
join him to join investigating. This seems
Good.
interesting.
What, you gotta take a shit now?
Not yet. Maybe in a little while, but depends on what we find when we go over here.
I'm gonna grab my rifle out of the car and kind of follow him. And keep looking back and forth all around.
Y'all,
And I will be looking. I'm trying to look at the map. I don't know how much information we had as far as the general outskirts of the miasma, but I'm just trying to pinpoint where the center of it would be to the best of my ability.
Sergeant, for the center of the miasma,
Yeah.
you would not be near the center of the miasma.
Yeah, just on the map we've got. My best estimate is what I'm trying to figure out of where that center would be.
Yeah. One second.
Andrew knows as well.
Yeah, give me a navigate. Minus 20. Navigate
Somewhere
surface.
it is. Somewhere right in front of me. Look at that. It's an intelligence check. So I have nothing. So minus 20. I got to beat a 16. All right.
Yeah, it'd be minus 40 if you don't have the skill.
Oh, well, then it's just physically impossible.
You can get it if you roll a 00 or a 1.
Well, I didn't.
No. Just given you're looking at the map and you're looking at the layout of the town, and I mean, you could take a guess, but it's not accurate. It'd be literally like tossing a stone on the map and seeing where it landed.
Before moving towards the area that, not Phalos,
Barbosa.
Modeus. Or Modius, I don't know.
Yeah.
Modius is moving towards.
I'll learn your names, don't worry.
Yep. Eventually, you have to live long enough before I actually put effort into it.
Yeah.
Fair enough.
But I go up to the commander, ask him if you had noticed during your time here a concentrate of the fungal or even the miasma itself, like the centaur point where it originates, or is it just all over the place and hard to tell?
Well, we can't get out. So, I don't even know where the fuck I am right now. I know I'm on a planet, and I know there's heretics, and I know that the God Emperor wills that I destroy the heretic. So that's what I've been doing.
Seems like you are in good faith then, brother.
Well, you see, what we want to do is we want to kill. This is Witch. We want to kill Witch, yes? You help. Ha ha ha.
Yeah, we heard about a witch from some of the ones that weren't too, I don't know, affected, let's say, by the miasma. Heard about a leader. I don't know too much about witches, but I know fucking creepy warp shit when I see it.
What did they tell you of leader?
Well, they didn't tell me shit. I heard them and then I killed them.
Well, what did you hear then?
Well, smatterings. Great Lord. He who sees all. The encroaching rot. You know, that kind of thing. Typical heretic wackiness. You don't listen to it.
Well, no, that is heretic nonsense. Was hoping for location.
No location. I've been pretty hush-hush about that, and they seem to be at least smart enough not to divulge that out in the open.
Have you tried to torture them?
It's not really our... No. If we torture them, what's to say they're telling us the truth?
You keep them alive, go check. If they don't tell the truth and you come back, you cut foot off.
Well, they don't really give a shit about their wounds. So, we just been killing them, to be honest.
Is what they are deserving.
Is your intent then to stay here?
My intent is to get the hell out of this miasma, however I see fit, or am able, honestly. But in the meantime, plenty of heretics. Me and my men can... Let's just keep roaming around. Watch out, though. We did place mines up ahead.
That is good to know. We almost drove into mines. Good
Yep.
choice.
That was the plan.
Well, nature has a way, doesn't it?
Well, the God Emperor watches over all of us. But if you fellas are doing your own business.
Well, we do have a couple of items at hand to work with, but we do intend to make our way back to the Inquisitor if
We have
all goes
several
well.
tasks involving leaving miasma. To leave miasma, it sounds like we must kill Witch, which is also one task.
Yes,
Two birds, single stone.
Well, bully for you.
What I was leading to is that we seem to have some tasks that align with each other.
So in the end, would you be willing to assist us to assist yourselves? In the overall goal to escape this maze of particles.
One of you, give me a persuasion check.
So a charm?
Yes.
Persuasion?
Sorry. A charm check with...
I will do that, and I will use a fate point.
Good idea.
Also, just to double check, fate points reset at the beginning of every game, if I'm correct.
let's
Oh,
check.
does assist? It does. It restarts at every beginning of every game. And then I was going to say, how do assists work in this new version? I haven't checked that yet.
It gives a +10.
Okay, I would like to assist in his charm check as well.
Okay, how will you be assisting?
Standing there nodding like, yup, great idea. We gotta kill the witch. Kill the witch, we got it. You want to kill the witch? We want to kill the witch. Why wouldn't we kill the witch? I'm just kind of being like, yes, we're gonna kill the witch together now. I'm already on this. I'm just babbling and nodding my head basically.
Let's kill the witch.
About killing the witch. Like, who? What is there to argue about? We should kill the witch.
Well,
Or
your
people
your weird friend here makes a valid argument. Kill the witch. Well, do you know where the witch is?
Nope. That's honestly
Not
one
yet.
of our portions. We're supposed to be looking for the witch.
We should just follow the bodies. Yeah. Look, trail the bodies. Follow trail bodies.
What
Leads
do you
to the
mean follow?
witch.
Bodies are
I've been
everywhere.
doing this for years.
It's not a trail, though. That's the problem.
I am thinking one of two things will happen. We find the middle of miasma. Admittedly, not easy. I am very much not sure what that is. But alternatively, if you move through miasma loud enough, witch will come find you. Then you are killing it.
So basically, the plan is we should just stomp around and kill things till witch come find us and we find her. Good plan, yes.
Is elegance in simplicity.
I
Sergeant
don't much
Typhon.
like that.
You do or you don't like that?
I don't like much that plan.
Yeah, like.
Sergeant Typhon's gonna just be chomping on a cigar like, I've been graciously slaying the enemies of the Imperium for quite a while now. Why? What advantage does that give you?
Is plan to find witch, not to be advantageous battle strategy. I am driver, not strategist. If either of you, looking at the guy who plans routes and the guy with enough weapons to make me believe he knows what he's doing, have better plan, I am open to alternative.
Never heard me before. Except that time that I did lose my arm.
Well then.
You have better arm now. You came out on top.
Well, first, Modes, you mentioned something about a thing that you wanted to check out a moment ago.
Yes, just based on the pattern, the scattered pattern of these bodies, there's what would be an epicenter of something that did this. Wanted to go take a look, get a feel.
That would be interesting to investigate.
How far out could I gauge that would be? Like, how big is this?
Towards the epicenter.
Yeah.
Now that you've picked out the pattern, because it's a subtle pattern, and now that you've picked it out, part of it might even be your sort of warp sense holding you towards this focus.
Okay.
You're not sure. It's not like across the street, but it's probably also not too far.
Okay.
Like, it's probably within 2 kilometers.
Oh, so maybe it shouldn't just be the two of us, Lothos, but maybe
The
we could-
bodies are everywhere in this
Yeah.
part of the city. Like, it's not like just this area where there's a bunch of these drifts of bodies. It's throughout all the streets you guys have been traveling down.
And we've been around and back a few times already, so
Then let's
maybe one of the first stops when we get back into this machine could be over toward that point we speak of.
Okay then. I don't know about getting in the machine, honestly. I feel like on foot would be a little bit better if we're trying to properly investigate, but it's honestly up to the mechanicus if we go that route.
Agreed.
Setting aside strategic sense of whether to be on foot or in machine is holy relic. I am not leaving machine. Surviving what many just weak mortals did not. This is something we wish to bring back to Inquisitor. I suppose if imposing soldiers are not leaving area and can be trusted to watch machine, is possible.
It's just a car. They could always make another one.
So Sergeant Typhus has made it clear that he wants to stay where he's at and just kill whatever comes
Well,
around.
He hasn't really told you guys what that's his plan for the foreseeable future, was just to walk around and kill things. And hopefully eventually get out of the miasma. He's doing him. Like, this is just like what the
How many
commandos
guys
do.
were with him? There was a bunch with him, right?
Hard to say. He's got about 15 that you
Okay.
can see. There were also ones on the rooftops, but those fucked off.
So it's probably safe to assume he probably has 30 men around the area, maybe more. Well, If you're not doing anything, Lieutenant, we'll be willing to search the area a little bit more, see what we know. From what I understand, we have a few individuals here that at least have experience hunting witches, so we should be able to track something down. And if we do, we come back here to seek your assistance if you're so willing.
Kill the witch?
Yes, and killing the
If you're
witch.
interested.
All right, never killed a witch before. We'll set up shop here. See if we can't spring that trap we set for y'all.
Speaking of trap, is there any more of your squad that might not know of our presence?
Nah, it'll be good from them. They'll
Good.
see you. You won't see them.
Would the mechanics be able to move the vehicle we were in elsewhere?
Where to?
Not exactly sure. More of the question I'm wondering is how far away are the landmines?
Oh, they're right up the street. He'll point.
Okay,
They're right about there.
is there like an alleyway that's like very close by at the moment?
Somewhere we can
So
hide
you
there.
guys are at a crossroads. Think
Mhm.
like the brick areas of like bigger cities like Chicago or New York, like Greenwich, or there's like low 3-story buildings. There are alleyways and stuff between them. If you wanted to go on a direct path following the bodies, you would be passing through alleyways and over and through fences, and
Okay.
it's like, as the crow flies, might be faster. But you also might have an easier time navigating the roads. It sort of depends where this epicenter is going to be.
Are the buildings close enough to where you could go rooftop to rooftop?
Ooh.
Looks at Mechanicus legs.
Could all of us make it across?
I feel
All
like
of,
we're-
all of you probably not. You're thinking about like Batmaning it?
I'm thinking about, yeah, like, just having higher
Yeah.
ground and just kind of going up on top and kind of following as like a,
Mhm,
oversight over, see
No.
if I can see ahead
Ah.
or whatever.
That'd be doable.
I have
Some of the
pretty good
gaps are a bit wider, especially if you have to cross the street. Like, you're not going to be able to jump across the street. That's like,
My agility
20
bonus
meters.
is 4.
it's still like 20 meters across.
Okay.
To like
Well, I
cross,
also have a grappling hook, so.
Yeah, you're fine. You're going to be okay. Everyone
Yeah.
else, who
All
knows?
on the rooftop with you.
Yeah, so yeah, I want to Batman it. So once we choose a decision of which direction we're going, I would like to attempt to get on top of the nearest rooftop and kind of just have Overwatch.
This would be my suggestion. We let the Mechanicus store the vehicle within this area with the commandos. We continue on foot through the alleyways with obviously Barbosa up top doing Overwatch. And we continue on through this epicenter that you speak of, Modeus. We find what we can, and if we find any heretics, we deal with them as we find them.
Sergeant Typhon will speak up like, I'll watch your car, but I'm going to use it as bait.
This is
How long does bait
personal
with you
vehicle
last?
of
I
the
mean,
Inquisitor
if-
himself.
Okay.
I'm telling you, it needs to survive this.
Ooh, are you trying to charm or intimidate?
I am not so subtly indicating the symbol of the Inquisitor. on
You're
the side.
pulling out the Inquisition card?
Oh, yes.
Okay. He'll sort of motion to say something, then kind of look you all up and down, look at the car. Okay. Acolytes, I'll watch your car.
Okay.
You get back here as soon as you find that witch, and we'll see what we can do. He'll let out a low whistle, and you'll see a lot of these guys who have emerged from the corpse piles, and they've taken up defensive positions around. They will actually just, one by one, start detaching from their positions and rebury themselves in the corpses. And you'll see Sergeant Typhus just take one more sort of long drag on the cigar, and just flick it into the street and just back into this sort of bombed out storefront until the shadows just completely eclipse him.
That's one
That's
scary motherfucker.
Yeah, that's bad.
I guess I got to parallel park this thing.
Are you
Or the
trying
driver.
to? Do you want to get it off the main street?
Yes.
For what I was
There-
thinking, we'd probably get it into an alleyway.
Yeah, there's an alleyway, pretty much next to where you guys stopped, that you could slide it into.
Then that is where it shall go.
Okay. But you want to do anything else to try and camouflage it, or are you just letting it be?
We could just cover bodies over top of it.
You could.
I was gonna say I don't have like a tarp or anything, but if we want to kind of arrange it, like I'll specifically park it askew, and then we can put some bodies in front of it, so it just looks like collateral damage of the area.
So you want to like cover the inquisitorial seal with bodies and just have it look like a derelict.
Yeah.
That seems better than nothing, certainly.
Yeah, it'll take you guys like a half an hour if you're all working on it to get it properly like adjusted and drag the bodies over. You'll start grabbing from like one corpse pile, and there'll be like a hand just dart out and grab you and just be like, fuck off.
Seems like time well spent.
All right. You guys, yeah, you take about half an hour time. Do any of you have a chrono, which is a watch?
I had thought about asking one from the requisition guy, then I was like, nah. So no, I don't.
I believe
No.
none of us have a.
I have drugs and handcuffs. That's it.
I got drugs in hand. That's no.
That's another quote.
More do you need?
That's this session. I got drugs and handcuffs. What do you want from me?
Like sounds like a party.
Okay.
Don't have that.
Yeah. You guys have no idea what fucking time it is. Planet side.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, none of you guys know the sort of how the day-night cycles or anything in this planet. So, okay. Yeah, you guys finish that. You guys just want to start following the corpses?
Yep. Gun, rifle at the ready, and following Modeus.
All right.
So
So,
Batman up the side of the building.
okay.
So what I did bring along was a scanner, like a motion scanner, Auspex.
Yeah. It's basically the same thing you have in Alien.
Okay.
Yeah. Boop.
Yeah.
Boop.
Cool.
2 questions.
So you wanna be
On
using that?
this-
If it'll help.
On this map, can we like drop a point and have it point us back in that general direction? Like a
No.
basic compass. Okay,
That's one of the effects of the miasma, is that
fair enough.
your sense of direction is fucked. That's why the Catachan commandos can't find their way out.
Can we visually align bodies in a way that would lead us back to our Jeep?
You want to do a breadcrumb of corpses?
Yes.
I was gonna just hit things with my chainsword, but that works too.
You know,
Chainsword's loud.
Yeah, that's.
You're welcome to do that. You guys are welcome. Yeah, you guys can do your trail of breadcrumbs
Seeing as we've been lost
if you
most
want.
of the day.
How are you gonna? Because there's a lot of bodies. How are you gonna mark them?
I could. So all these bodies don't look messed up at all, right?
No, aside from rot and decay.
Are they squishy enough that without using a chainsword, I could rip them apart?
Um,
I have a robo hand.
give that is for fine.
I was gonna suggest that at every just cross section,
It's for
just
what's it called? Like fine movements.
Fine manipulation or whatever. Yeah, but
yeah.
the fine manipulation of working the
Um,
vertebrae to separate so I can wrench it off and then we can just have a head bread
Give
come
me.
trail.
It'd be a -10 athletics.
Okay, well, that means I have to roll under a 3. Because I don't have athletics, I have acrobatics.
Yeah,
and,
you guys really lost some beefiness when you lost
Yeah.
Kyle.
Oh, that's such a good roll too. Come on, man, give
Oh,
me a +10.
While he's trying to rip a head off,
I'm like
just
almost
at the-
ripping it off. Someone
at the
assist me.
first-
You've got both hands around the jaw and your boot on the fucking
There we
shoulder,
go.
and you're
There we
just
go.
straining as hard as you can.
I'm gonna look over at the assassin. I'll be like, "Come on, help me rip this off."
It's not going to be enough.
I'm just gonna
With
start
a +10, it will.
You know,
Oh no!
just extending arms and then curling the hand into a point, just back the way we came. Of
Just
a
so that
handful.
they're laying like this.
Just at every intersection, we'll just have a couple people point back the way we came, rather than deal with that.
Okay.
Phalos, I like your idea better than that.
You're still
Mess.
straining. Like your fingers have like pushed through the rotten flesh around the jaw, and you've just got the jaw
Nice.
at this point. And with the final just strain, you feel something give way, and you feel a moment of elation, and the jaw just comes off of the skull.
Oh fucking hell!
Oh, I
Who's
had
got a
plan.
knife?
As Lothos was taking out his warhammer, I had the plan, but I do like the hand idea better.
I
Give
mean,
me
that would be
give me a-
visually distinctive, but
Give me a +20 willpower check, Barbosa.
Oh no!
Remember, I have no soul.
I know. That's why it's the +20. Okay. Yeah, you're fine.
This is just another day in the life.
The rest of you, give me a willpower check.
Does Jaded count towards this?
Yes, Jaded will negate.
So I'm clicking on willpower.
not
You're-
even remotely did
Alright.
I succeed.
It's going to be flat. Yeah, you can either just roll a D100 and do it like that, and then just tell me your target, which
Yeah, well, I'm gonna sit at 40 flat.
40
Mine's
flat.
a
Yeah,
24.
so you got a 24.
No, I didn't roll one. My
No.
target.
Your target was 24. So willpower isn't like you don't take a bonus if there's no like skill associated. So you just have 24 willpower?
Yeah.
Oh,
Oh no, you're gonna be a heretic so fast.
okay.
It's something I'm gonna put some points in real quick.
I'm so glad that I have the Jaded ability. It's
Yeah.
coming in useful at this point.
Okay.
Already.
So I need both of you to roll a D10. All right.
Sadly, I'm not really a blades person. I more enjoy the crack of bones when I hit it with my hammer.
Now, me rolling a 56, that was just a straight up flat roll?
Yep, it was just flat.
Oh, so having 40 willpower over top of his 26 willpower is not a benefit?
So his target.
Out of curiosity.
So when I'm asking you guys to do willpower, it's not contested. If it was a contested willpower roll, then
Gotcha.
yes, your differing willpower scores would matter. In this case, what we're doing right now is basically an insanity check.
Gotcha.
So the willpower is to see if you can just shrug off the effects of the insanity, or corruption if this was a corruption test. And since you guys didn't meet the threshold, which is based off of your willpower score or any additional talents or traits, such like Spaz has Jaded, which means that he's immune to sort of just the general horrors of war and life and shit like that. Yeah, he doesn't give a shit. Barbosa has talents that will give him a bonus, which is why he got the +20. So after that, you guys didn't meet it, so now you're rolling the insanity, which is based off of a D10. It's also going to be divided by 2. So you guys both take 1 insanity point. It's not always going to be divided by 2. If it's some harrowing shit, you guys might take the full D10, and that might put you a mental stability level up, which we'll deal with when we get to it.
Also, just side note, Jaded requires a willpower of 40. One of you are at that area. It's something to look into.
I'll get that next if this shit keeps up.
Yeah, so as Barbosa just wrenches this jaw off, Phalos, you're just like, just this sort of dark thought goes through. It's just like the weak flesh rotting and decaying after just a few days out in the elements. And then Modius, you're just like, that's fucking disgusting.
That's not stuff I see every day.
Yeah, that's
Or
some
any days
barbaric,
ever. Yeah.
just barbaric shit. Like you've lived a life of general luxury just from being from a navigator house. You've never Like the shit you've seen in the last few hours is not something you ever expected to have to endure. How do you feel about that?
I was thinking about that earlier when we saw that human chain link fence.
Yep.
I made my check, but also, what the fuck, you know?
Yeah.
So I'm keeping my wits about me, I think, and probably seeing some other people that are basically trying to ground me, this whole, squad that's been down here. And then we get right back to here's my allies ripping the jaw off of fleshy corpses.
Yeah.
Why do you think we have to do this job? To stop shit like this from happening.
Don't forget, my job involves being in a ship, not amongst thousands of corpses.
It doesn't seem like that much more.
Do I notice his uncomfortableness?
Oh yeah.
It's not like I'm trying to hide it. It's yeah.
I'm gonna and throw the jaw at him and be like, "You're going to learn in the real world now. Yes, you will find out that it is not so cushy as you are used to."
Go ahead and take a corruption point.
I'll push you over the head. Well, you see, I had this teammate.
Oh God.
He threw the jaws of our enemies at me.
They're not even the enemies. These were loyal servants of the Imperium.
They were. These are just corpses just being defiled.
Should honestly be making you all take insanity and corruption.
Just
That
he
was
picked
somebody's
up one of
mother.
their heads and start doing like ventriloquism.
Oh,
like,
yeah.
"Hello there."
That's a Kurtz thing. We don't do that here.
That is a Kurt thing. I forgot.
Hi, Finley. I'm a Durgar. There's no Durgar here. There's only Rattlings. Squats don't count.
Well then.
Okay, so there's no place specifically to put corruption, so I'm just gonna note it under conditions.
It's under the advancements tab.
Yeah.
I just found the insanity.
I know.
Okay.
That's
so
why we're just using the sheets for reference.
Okay, then,
one
so
corruption.
let's do the Mechanicus idea and point them back or use the hands and point them back to our direction. Hopefully that'll
Whatever
work.
works.
Catch fuck stick. Like, what the fuck, dude?
How about this? To make it more understandable of which ones they are, we'll sit them up slightly while they're pointing. Just give it a better direction. More noticeable.
Very good.
And then we'll continue on.
Now I'll Batman up the side of the building.
As Lothos is checking his magazine.
And then once I'm up there, I would like to see if I could do a stealth check to not be noticed.
I was gonna say with that, I'm gonna try and keep an eye on you at all times, just to know where you're at.
That actually reminds me. I wanted to ask. With maglev transcendence, it says I can hover. It doesn't say how high. That
It's
to me means-
only a few inches off the
I was
ground.
going to say that to me sounds pretty close to the ground. Then I will remain on the ground.
Yeah, you could go across a minefield, no problem. But yeah, you can't like fly.
For stealth, 2 checks is plus 10?
Yes.
Okay, so...
Should I keep like an awareness check to try and keep an eye on him?
Wow. Well, I
you
failed
guys-
anyways, it doesn't matter.
You want to have a visual
Yeah.
inspection? Yeah, he failed,
forget,
so
we can
don't worry
keep-
about it.
Fair
Don't
enough.
forget we can keep in communication. with
Right,
them
but I
as
mean,
well.
just for where I've been and what I just saw.
He's not very
Just make sure
subtle.
no more jaws are coming out.
Would I get any bonuses for the fact that I'm going on top of a building? Would I get any bonuses for that?
Actually, yeah, how I've imagined the architecture of this place, there would be like a low wall on top of the buildings. That would give you like a plus 10. Plus 10 for stealth. Do you have anything else to help you with stealth?
No, I'm just.
He's
not
also
wearing
got
any
the
armor.
auspecs, so he's gonna be able to like pick you
Not
up.
so much for him. I'm more concerned about any other enemies.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, it's not gonna work like D&D. Like, I'm not gonna like, say because you botched your stealth roll, your guys' next encounter, yeah, they're gonna see you guys coming, because you are on a fucking rooftop.
Okay.
Like if it doesn't make sense that they would see you, they're not going to do that.
Okay. Sounds good. So yeah, rolled
Oh,
a
That makes sense.
74.
Yeah, but like if you run up to like the edge of a building to like get your rifle brace, they're going to fucking see you.
You got it. So I'd have to make like a stealth check to see if I could do that without being noticed.
Yes.
Got it. Okay, works for me.
All right. Anything else?
While we're walking, and obviously, Modeus is keeping track of everything. Lothos is just going to be just keeping an eye out on the ground while walking behind him with his rifle ready.
And that Auspex will give you a +20 to your awareness. And you can do
Nice.
that whenever. It's a free action.
Holy shit!
I have 2 checks
And-
in it also.
Yep.
So is that like plus
So
30
that'll be a
total?
+30 while using the Auspex. It will take both of your hands.
Okay.
So an Auspex is kind of like a mix between the thing from Alien and a mine detector from World War II. It's this big sort of clunky battery pack and backpack and stuff like that. That's why it weighs so fucking much. It actually only weighs half a kilogram, so you got one of the nice ones. Hold on.
Mine looks like the one from Ghostbusters, actually.
Yeah, you've literally got just like a handheld thing with a small battery pack attached to it. Yeah, wow, +20. That thing's awesome. Okay. So we got Barbosa on the rooftop. Lothos, you're scanning the ground for traps, tripwires, anything fucking weird.
Yep.
Okay. Brian, you're looking out, or Modius, you're looking
Modeus,
at the
yeah.
Auspex. Modius. Modius or Modeus?
Modeus.
Modeus, okay.
You call it each, so they'll both work, but yeah.
And Phalos, what are you up to?
Trying to keep up.
You're just hovering along?
Tap dancing.
I wasn't actually. That was going to be for a potential roof-to-roof thing.
Oh.
That has, costs associated with it. So when I need it, I'll use it
You'll need robo legs to like
at some point.
go gadget up and across buildings. Yeah.
That's the plan, is to be as robot as possible.
So you
But
won't
for
be able to
now-
move your legs.
I will weapon drawn, just kind of keep an eye out. We've got one guy looking forward, one guy looking at the ground, so I will just kind of look side to side, keep an eye out behind us, trying to
Okay.
see if anything comes out of the mists.
So
Seems like a good set.
in
Zip
40K, there are combat actions. So since you guys are moving, we're doing this a little thematically. You can't do Overwatch because that is sort of like you're in a fixed position. What you can do is I'll let you sort of do a thing. So usually aiming is half or all of your action. But since you guys are moving slowly, you're keeping your eye out, you're following the Auspex, you're following these corpses, I'll give you a +10 to awareness if you guys are going to get ambushed. And if you pass that, I'll give you specifically a +15 to your first shot. So I'll say you'll have it ready, you're looking around, you're already pretty much aiming. So call it that, because you already said the weapon's drawn.
Yes.
Don't forget saying stuff like that. That's important. That's going to affect how NPCs look at you, how enemies look at you, stuff like that.
Sure.
Okay. All right. So as you guys begin following this swath of bodies deeper into the sort of low-hanging miasma, we're going to go on break.
Nice.
Good. Need more beer.
So
Right, let's get back to it.
Yeah.
I forget that I'm not streaming, so that's it.
In about 20 minutes to a half hour, I'm going to have to take like 2 minutes off screen.
That'll work. Okay. All right. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All right. Welcome back. Hope you guys enjoyed your break. We are back, and our warband is making their way through the city, following this pattern of corpses, trying to find the epicenter of whatever effect caused these droves of people to have the life sucked from them. As you guys continue, the rain will increase incrementally. You'll be traveling for about where you're headed. Not too far. I did say it wouldn't be too far, but you guys are taking your time. You've got the Auspex. You've got Barbosa keeping a sniper's position on the roof. Lothos checking for mines. And Phalos keeping an eye out as well. So you guys are moving slow. You're moving tactical. You don't want to get surprised again. There are a few times as your path sort of winds through these alleyways, you have to break open a lock on a fence or move some stuff aside. Okay. You guys are good, though. You managed to do it quietly as possible, either picking the locks or just breaking them in a way that's quiet enough, or bending away the fences and scaling them or going over or around. So you guys managed to move towards this epicenter pretty quickly and very quietly. So after about half an hour, the rain has increased to a sort of steady thrum at this point. These sounds of combat still echoing in the background. This smell of mold and smoke and ash and blood and death permeating everything. But as you approach, you find yourself sort of breaking through these alleyways that you've been meandering through. The flow of bodies definitely is the only way you found your way here, because a few times on your path, you guys could swear that you were doubling back. Even with your corpse markers, you're like, we've definitely been here before. Like, I recognize that fucking graffiti on the wall or that scorch mark from last gunfire, but kept pushing. And you see before you what looks like a HAB unit or an apartment complex, more or less. This one looks Imperium in design. Not fortified, but definitely with the steel and crete and sort of Gothic flying buttresses and extravagance that the Imperium loves to display. And it just does not feel like a cool place to be. It's not secluded. It's not removed. It's just another building in the row on the side of the road, but it just feels like its own imposing tower. A few of you sort of catch yourselves like beginning to hyperventilate or sweat running down your face. Just something not right about this place.
Do I feel anything, or do I have a different experience?
You just have the general sense of like bad. Like you're not the thing that we talked about, so you're not completely cut off. You're just a little removed, but you still feel this presence.
So I still have the same
this
basically.
sixth sense. It's dulled. Like your sixth sense on this kind of things is going to be worse than the rest of them. But,
right, that's what I figured. I didn't know if maybe I was just like ha 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 ha.
No, it still definitely like feels wrong.
Okay.
So I guess I'm going to try and pop off another ding with that Auspex scanner.
Okay.
And while he's doing that, I'm going to use the scope of my rifle and just take a look around, just pretty much the overall. Check the windows, see if there's anybody looking out of them, see if there's any other heretics in the area.
Okay.
Am I on the same row or across
You are
the street?
across the street. Yeah, you'll have to go down to ground level across.
I don't want to cross. I want to go, and I want to take up like a position straight across from the thing, and then
You wanna
just
post up?
like post up on there and just watch for movement, watch for anything that might be weird or whatever.
So you're doing Overwatch. Modius, you got a 23.
Yeah, I had like a plus 30 with the
Yeah.
scanner and the awareness check.
Okay. And then Lothos, you're checking shit out. You go ahead and give me a perception check. And then Phalos, what are you up to?
Similar to both those, just kind of I mean, he's kind of scanning the area for people. It sounded like more hiding. I'm just preparing for any sort of.
Are you
attack.
moving to cover or anything like that?
Yeah, I
On the
wanna make
street,
sure.
it's lined with abandoned carts and auto carriages. And actually, as you guys have pressed in, you've seen some sort of larger, more not nicer, but better vehicles as well. A few troop trucks of Imperial Guards or Planetary Defense, you're unsure. And this seems to indicate that you've made your way deeper into the city, but you're unsure. But yeah, you'll find a overturned auto carriage that was previously on fire and is now just a little bit warm to the touch. And post up behind that with your hand cannon looking over. Lothos, with your 87, you will not see anyone looking out the windows. The windows, yeah, you wouldn't even notice with that. Yeah, it looks clear. Modius, with your aspects and just your general scan, what are you trying to pick up? Are you trying to pick up like movement or people, or what are you trying to find?
I think the whole time that we've been here, I've been just kind of scanning for movement,
Movement?
or at
Okay.
least the low level. That's kind of what I've been starting with.
Okay, and you have a 50-meter range with that. So you'll have to get in a little closer to cover the building. And you won't even get the whole building, but you will get a good solid chunk of it. No movement. But as you get closer, that sort of feeling of sickness or nausea and like writhing worms in your stomach just increases. The doors. Go ahead.
From my spot across the street, can I do a perception check and see if I see anything?
Yeah, I'll give you a plus 20 with your elevated position in Overwatch.
Okay. Son of a bitch. Okay,
No.
never mind.
As you're looking through as well, it looks clear. You guys do see that the front door is just sort of swinging open and just sort of creaking in the breeze. The only sounds you hear are the far off thrum of the artillery still firing and just the patter of rain. Your own breathing seems just too loud. Your clicking of your Mechanicus implements too sharp, too echoing in the silence.
I'm going to probably make my way back towards Lothos.
Okay.
Because I don't know if you feel anything, but something's really jacked up over here, right?
Has Lothos ever experienced a witch before, or the presence of a witch before?
I think we said that part of your backstory, how you knew the Inquisitor, was that you went on a witch hunt with him.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, you would have had firsthand experience with a witch before. That one didn't exhibit this level of influence. So, but there were similarities.
So this feeling is similar, but far more powerful.
The feeling of wrongness, of the taint of the warp, that's universal. Yeah, so you have felt this sort of feeling before, and it's the natural reaction that any servant of the God Emperor feels around chaos, is this innate wrongness.
Well, if I were to guess, just from past experiences, we're close to the witch now. It's either she's powerful, or there's a coven of them. Both do not sound good.
Either way suggests we should avoid this place at all cost.
Just from what I can tell, this is the place we've been looking for. This is the source of the miasma and the chaos of the warp.
Is this being said over the microbead, or is this just
This
between
would-
you two?
This would be over the microbead. I would want
Mhm.
everybody to know that I believe this is the residence of the witch, from what I can tell.
You would then suddenly hear Barbosa come barging in on the channel like, damn right, this is where we're supposed to be. This is where the witch lives. I've smelt them before, and I'm smelling them again now. We gotta get in there. We gotta kill them. If we do it now, we go back and get them big blokes that we haven't come in here. We help them help us out. But one way or the other, they gotta die.
I do like the second option of getting backup from the sergeant.
I do enjoy the idea of backup as well, especially considering how powerful this one feels.
Meanwhile, I'm just taking it step by step away from this feeling. Cause that's,
Do.
oh yeah, that shit's creepy, man. If I got that greased out from watching a jaw get ripped off, and now I'm feeling this.
I will.
Fuck all that.
There are no bodies in a perfect circle around the building.
Super. I'm gonna say over the channel, Aye, Tech Priest, you think you could make it so we could talk to them blokes over there without having to walk all the way back?
An excellent question.
Microspeed's distance is 1 kilometer, correct?
Or maybe, you pray, you shake it, you put some of that oil on it or something, and it does a little something for you. You never know.
Did you suggest oiling the beads so that they work with a stronger frequency?
You ain't never seen them Tech Priests, they oil everything.
You don't know what a frequency is.
Maybe, you talk to it and you get it to do us a favor, yeah?
I am willing to try. I don't know what the dice are.
So you want to try and hack in to the Catachan Commando as a microbeat frequency.
Yes.
Right, that sounds like a good ass idea.
Using what?
It's Tech Priesty powers.
Presumably tech use. If it's a skill you're
But-
looking for.
But
If I need
using
equipment,
But using
He got a combi tool, don't
are
he?
you just gonna pull out the microbead and kiss it and hope it links up?
He's got a combi tool. He can shock it or lick it or whatever they do.
He puts oil. He rubs it in oil.
I don't know.
He's just got a pry. You don't have. What kind of Tech Priest don't got no combi tool?
The kind that meant to ask for one during requisitions and then didn't, and then other things happened. I've got a multi-key, so unless this can be unlocked like a
Use
door,
multi-key.
I don't think I can really try it.
Yeah. And
So
you guys,
just to
if you guys
appease,
had like a full radio, and you can requisition those as like a full-on World War II radio pack, I might give you guys the opportunity, but there's no way you can just remotely hack into
just to
microbeat channel.
appease Barbosa, I will do a small display of.
Just
Tech
roll Tech
things.
use. You might get a 1. Just roll Tech use. If you get a 1, he's got to give it to us.
He's
So
got
I'll just have it in my hands, and I'll just be kind of slowly moving it around, speaking in binary or whatever I can't remember the name of the language is.
your
And then I'll
techno
just-
camp. Yeah.
Hit it with different colored lights from the Omni the Mechan Android.
yes. The fucking
And just-
the heretics are looking at us like, what the fuck are they doing? I don't know.
I'll give it a
There's a
solid.
fucking demon on the roof. What the fuck?
I'll give him a solid 20, 30 seconds of I'm clearly doing some tech stuff, and then just. It is
Okay.
seeming that the machine spirits are
Um,
not in the communicative mood today. We will have to track back.
Give me a deception check. Plus 10.
A thing.
If you pass before we use inquiry.
Okay, well, I don't have any
I don't
bonus.
even, we can't even prove if he's honestly lying or not. We
You don't even know if
fucking
he's actually a tech priest at this point.
Hey,
That's fair.
he was able to drive the car. That was close enough.
Yeah. It's like,
It's
oh
good
yeah,
in my
I can
book.
I could figure this out. He could be a
With
fucking.
no ranks in deceive, based on my fellowship score, plus 10, I have to beat a 33.
It's gonna be well, you have nothing, so it's also minus 20.
So so I gotta be 13.
Okay.
I didn't.
You didn't? Okay. Yeah, he's full of shit, Barbosa. He has no idea what he's doing.
Hey, why you trying to lie to me? Come on, give it a try, yeah? You never know. I don't know. You got mystical powers. I seen you. I seen you talking to the car and it started rolling around, and maybe you talk to it, or maybe this one likes you, yeah?
I can do many things with machines, but with no equipment, I cannot.
You're the equipment. Look how much metal's on you. You ain't got a screwdriver anywhere. You ain't got a spanner on you. You're 47 tons of metal and you ain't got no spanner.
I have many equipments, but it's not equipments I would be needing to do tasks you have asked. I
It was
have
the-
light. Light will not hack microbit.
Just shock it. Yeah?
Would that not break it?
I don't know. I seen them shocking shit all the time.
I am going to start walking back now. This is not something I can do for you today. Maybe in future.
Boy, we gotta get him a spanner.
So we have a useless metal man with us. Good to know.
I would not go this
I would say far
but
from
now.
useless.
Can't even
Thanking
talk to a
you,
bloke a
Mondays.
brisk walk away. Car don't even like him.
The car got us here. We're
Can't
still
even-
alive, thanks
Can't
to
even
him.
read the map.
The car is in great pain. It is not in position to be liking anyone.
It's a
Not that
car.
you would be understanding.
My understanding, Phalos is the only reason that we're still alive.
Right, well, tell you
I've
what.
not seen the other guys do much of anything. I saw the sniper miss.
Which sniper? You got two snipers.
We was in a
Both of them,
moving
yeah.
car.
I mean-
I'm outside the window. What you want from me, right?
You got the tech priest driving over people, and I was the one that popped off most of the other guys. So I mean, I don't know what you guys are doing here, to be honest.
Wait, with your fucking
Lucky.
Michael Bay pistol.
Lucky. I'll shoot you right in that third eye. actually.
That
Can
was
you
not
hit
in
him?
character, by the way, but yeah, I'm still backing off. But would this be a? I was trying to figure out what the sign of science check would be.
Yeah.
Would this be an appropriate time or use for it?
Let's take a look at that skill. It's a skill, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Quite right.
I
I'm
think
pretty
I've just-
sure. Yes. I just want to make sure what I give you.
I think I've just settled on bad Cockney
I
accent.
thought it was like.
Bad
That works.
Cockney is a great voice.
Right, like, come on then.
I'm working on using it in Spaz's games. Seems to be coming out pretty bad
Just
and pretty
retired
cockney.
a long-standing character who had a lovely bad Cockney.
Lovely.
It's an oldie but a goodie, it is.
So this is kind of, as I understand it, like the presence of demons and psychers and the general just bad flow of things. Excuse me.
Yeah. Yeah, go ahead and do a check. I'll give you a plus 30.
So-
Mucho ooga booga.
When I roll this, I'm not going to do that like that. I've got 2 checks, so then that's another 10?
Yep.
Okay. And then,
Yeah, you're golden. So, yeah, the warp is definitely thin here. It's not going to like pinpoint demons or psychers, but you do sense a presence. And the presence
basically
feels
reaffirming.
the presence feels like the sense of gangrene seeping through your veins.
Oh, Jesus. Let's get the fuck out of here, guys.
That is an odd sensation. Feels like, I'm gonna be honest.
I kind of felt what you just said.
Yeah.
I'm not cool with that at all. Let's get
It's like a
Ugh.
as you reach out through the warp with your mind, you feel it. Almost as though it's corrupting the synapses of your brain, just leaching in. And right before you break contact, you hear a voice Modius.
Yes.
Uh-oh.
You hear a gurgling, choking laugh, as though they're simultaneously just trying to hack up like a fistful of mucus after smoking like 50 packs a day. It just feels wet and leaching. Like, you come into my home, a guest. Come, let us discuss things. I could grant you what you want.
I'm gonna roll another willpower check.
Oh no. This is how we lose the mutant.
Dun, 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 dun.
Oh.
Okay, so
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, you're gonna fail that because that's
Oh, was it that bad?
it's a difficult check that you're attempting to do. So if you're trying to like, what are you trying to do with that willpower check?
Avoid vomiting.
It's
Decided not
Yeah.
like literal vomiting, but I mean like
no, just the psychic.
taking that
oh,
on.
God.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
No. You try to purge the presence from your mind, but it's almost as though the rot seeps in a little deeper. No need to be frightened, Modius. I've watched you.
So anybody looking at me probably just sees me just like, I don't know how to best describe it. Like when you just saw something that you've never seen before and it kind of like puts you in a quick state of shock. Like my fingers are kind of like just frozen but still vibrating a little bit, and the third eye is like almost wide open.
Your third eye has to be covered at all times.
Oh yeah, you can't
Or
see
else
it.
we
You
would
can't
be
see it unless
dead.
I'm using it. Yeah.
We would be dead if that thing's
But
out.
like,
Do not open the
Yeah.
eye while conversing with the demon.
maybe
GM tip right now.
Swoop. Just jumps
That's
right into it.
that'll put a dampen on this campaign.
yep, totally forgot about that part. But just to give a sense of like
Yeah.
the mode of like what I'm sitting in for sure. But I don't think I'm replying anymore if I physically can't.
You can reply and
No, I don't want to.
Yeah.
No, fuck that, man. I'm gonna keep backing up.
So we are heading back to get
So-
soldier, or what is happening to you?
There, and I don't know. I just kind of look around. Like there's something. We know there's something there. It's talking to me. We must leave.
He's a witch too. Get him.
Be careful with saying that. Be careful with saying that. I might just dome him. I might just end him.
This is not a joking matter.
they're not joking.
I know.
That's- You're already a mutant. Fucking saying that Lothos might just dome you right in and there.
I consider changing Overwatch.
I'm still backing up. I'm going to probably quicken my pace.
Explain yourself, Lothos. Not Lothos. You're wrong one.
Odious.
Modius.
Names. Weird names.
There's something, a presence speaking into my mind.
Is the witch trying to get in your head?
Well, it's happened.
Are you still in control of yourself, to say the very least?
I'm in physical control of myself.
Go ahead and roll a d10.
I'd like to roll an inquiry on that one as well.
All right, you're going to take 3 corruption points,
Oh.
but you are in control of your faculties without any lingering influence.
Okay.
Can I just make an inquiry check to just see how
Yep.
much he's coherent? Okay.
Yeah, imagine like, pupils almost fully dilated out.
Fuck. I don't trust you.
Yeah,
I don't fucking trust you.
he looks all right. Yeah. You know,
Whatever the place,
Dead to me.
if your intent was to find the evil that did this, this is the place, and they are waiting for us.
Well,
So you're
then,
saying they know that we're here already?
I didn't say it, I said they, and yes.
as you guys are conversing, you'll just hear the low creak as the front door just swings wide open. Not like from the wind where it's been blowing back and forth, just very controlled and slowly open, and then it just stays open. The darkness inside seems omnipresent and oppressive, not natural.
You got that door right, Barbosa?
Oh, I got eyes on it. I'll stay right here if you want to run back and get them big blokes. I'll keep an eye on the spot. Leave someone halfway there so we can stay in communication, yeah? I'll keep an eye. They ain't gonna get up here.
Okay, then. So the 3 of us head back while Barbosa stays here.
Are we just gonna leave him there?
I'm confident with his agility and the grapple hook, he could hopefully make it away if he doesn't get, domed.
He's actually, the best equipped if you guys are going to go with that
Okay.
kind of action.
Don't worry, I'll fuck off out of here before anybody gonna get me.
Like, out of everyone here, I believe he's the one that could escape if it came down to it.
And we're still in contact with him basically half the way back anyways, correct?
You guys will be in contact the whole way. You guys only traveled about 200 or 300 meters, and your
good.
your microbeats have a kilometer. It
Awesome.
took you so long just because you guys were being super careful.
Yeah.
Okay.
And let's make our way back.
With haste and following our pointing corpse friends, hopefully.
All right, so you
down
guys
at my bad leg. Yes, quickly as we can.
should have brought a car, or would have been expedient.
Should have filled car with explosives and then ram it into building and get rid of it.
I'm going to take 2 minutes. I'll be right back.
Okay. Yeah, so the 3 of you get together, check your shit, and begin following the way back. We'll get to you guys once Modeus gets back. Right now, we're going to focus on Barbosa. So as you watch the warband turn the corner and begin making their way back towards the Catachin Commandos, the silence again overtakes. The far-off rumble of artillery, the pattering of the rain. But to you, it's different. It's just quiet. It's just peaceful. The ever-present feeling of wrongness is there, but with enough effort, you can pretty much block it out and focus through your optic towards this HAB unit. Give me your thoughts on the mission, the warband, and the situation at hand that you found yourself in.
Barbosa's he's a complicated guy, but he's really mostly a simple guy. Like what he really wants is just he kind of just wants to not be, he wants to have power and freedom, and he doesn't have too much of a moral compass, so like he kind of sees this whole situation as kind of a stroke of luck. Like, he's, if he's going to have a job, then what's a better job? Like the Inquisitors are the most powerful people universe, basically. And like, so he's kind of thinking like, like I'm getting paid better than ever to hunt a witch, and I'm out here, I'm doing what I love. So like, he kind of thinks that everyone except for the assassins a little bit of they might die.
Yeah.
But but like he's like, he's pretty sure him and the assassin, if he gets down to it, could probably handle most of the things that are coming their way, and riches and glory lay ahead. And he has a special pleasure, like his favorite thing to do is hunt witches. Like there's a certain challenge that comes with it. Like for some reason, when he's going and he's staring down with a witch, like it's like he feels more alive. So like right now, he feels really amped. He feels really good looking at this window. He's just hoping someone's head just shows up in a window that he can just finish this before the others even get back.
Yeah. Give me a willpower check. Just flat.
Don't have great willpower. Oh, what do you know?
Okay. As you're sitting there watching the store, just reflecting, thinking about how, even though you've never been truly a hyper-religious man, such as Brother Karzus, you've been through the ecclesiarchy, and your faith in the Emperor is resolute.
We lost audio. I don't know if you can hear me or not. Or I lost audio anyways.
Okay.
Last thing I heard. You're back now.
Okay.
Oh, it was my internet. My bad.
That's fine.
Apparently.
That's fine. You've never been fully invested in the cult of the Emperor to the extent of a chaplain or Lothos or someone who is, forever dedicated to it. But you are
on the coins, right?
You are reminded of a not a verse, more of a quote you've heard in bars from some of the faithful. Lay a fire within your soul and another between your hands, and let both be your weapons, for one is faith and the other is victory, and neither may ever be put out. And in this moment, on this battlefield, you are adamant in the fact that you are performing the Emperor's will. And therefore, for whatever action within this session you choose, I'll give you a +10.
Sure. That'll work. Excellent.
As you're contemplating, you think you hear whispers every now and then, but as you sort of look around, keep an eye out, there's nothing. Just the open door, which now is not moving in the wind. And it's just perpetually pushed open, which is disconcerting, but who knows? Would you like to do anything else?
I'm gonna keep my rifle right on my shoulder and my eye in the scope, but I'm gonna fumble around with my offhand, and I'm gonna pull my low sticks out. I'm gonna shake the pack against my hip, pop one into my mouth, and stick it back in the little pouch that I have on my hip. Pull out my little light, and just kind of the whole time just be right there, but with my eye in the scope, looking through the door. Every once in a while, I'll kind of look out of the scope, kind of with my other eye, and I'll watch the windows. But I'm pretty much just sitting right there on Overwatch. And the only thing you could really tell that maybe would give away my presence is occasionally maybe a little whiff of kind of acid low six smoke. Because when it's raining and it's foggy, the smoke kind of goes down. It doesn't really float up.
I'll say, because of the miasma and just the innate fog of war, it's not going to give you any detriments to stealth.
So yeah, so I'll just be sitting up there, just eye in the scope, keeping an eye out. This is my thing right here. I've settled into a really familiar, comfortable position, and I'm just ready to go, and just like hoping. Like there's a part of Barbosa that really enjoys when it comes down to the bloody time.
All right, and with you there, inspired, contemplating the words of long dead but great men, we'll turn to the rest of the party. You guys are making your way back. You're following the hands. And as you turn an alleyway to a sort of crossroads in the alleyway, or conversions rather of multiple ones, you see probably about you see 5 bodies in a circle around this sort of open area. There's a what looks to be some sort of fountain or gathering place in the middle. Not very large. You're probably about 20 meters in diameter, but they're all just pointed towards the middle.
Do I remember passing this on our way there?
This, you guys definitely didn't set this up. The bodies that you have set have as markers have been moved and are all pointing towards the center fountain.
Anyone else?
Lothos is going to pretty much just start looking around, looking at the buildings, looking at the alleyways, looking at the rooftops. Just
Okay. Perception.
Head on a swivel right now. This is off-putting. It's 1D 1000. That's not what I need. 25. That's a good, unless it's a difficult roll.
Okay. No. As you look around, you don't see any sign of an ambushers. You do sort of look, and your eyes sort of settle on the fountain where everything's pointing, and you see a small swaddled bundle about yay big, just resting, probably about an inch of water.
How far off since we left Barbosa?
You guys have been traveling. You're unsure of how long, given the effects of them. Give me a willpower check. Okay. You feel like you've been walking a lot longer than you should have to get to your destination.
Just real quick for me, how long does it feel like they've been gone? Does it seem like for me they've been gone too long, or does it seem like they just left?
It seems like they just left.
Okay.
But to you, Modius, it feels like you've been walking for about half an hour, 45 minutes.
Which would
It's
take me out of range if we're going straight, right? With that.
No, you'd still be in range of the microbead, but
Okay.
you should have passed or come to
Should have gone
the intersection.
So that bundle, is that bundle sitting in the center of it, or is it like floating?
So the
around?
center is, it's not floating. There's only about an inch of water. It's like a swaddled cloth bundle.
Mhm.
It looks to be some sort of brightly colored cloth, like yellow polka dots. It looks a little stained. Maybe there's a little bit of blood on it. You're not sure at this distance.
Shit. Fuck that shit. We're fucking elsewhere. That's not okay.
And it's
Philip, grab that.
only the bodies that were your markers that are here.
So the bodies that are here were the markers beforehand.
They're in the exact same position that you left them in. They're all just here in all positions, so they're pointing towards the fountain.
Glad I stayed at the fucking house.
Do I recognize where we are as a place we passed on the way?
You guys
here?
have no fucking clue where you are.
Okay.
It's as if they knew we were here the whole time.
Yes. I think at this point it might be best to move back.
Back where?
To
Do you know where
Barbosa.
we are?
No, I have no clue.
If we turn around, will we get to our destination? That doesn't seem like how it seems to work around here.
Lothos and Phalos, give me willpower checks.
Okay.
And these are flat. It's just to see the effects of the miasma.
Yes.
Okay. You guys are a little confused about why he's freaking out, because you've only been walking for like 5 minutes.
What are you talking about? We literally just left a moment ago.
We should have been there. We should have been back.
Just left.
No, we should be about where we are. He's like 3 turns that way.
Is he even in range? Where's the sergeant?
The sergeant should be further down that way.
Which way? We don't have markers.
Well, vaguely this way, but no, we no longer have markers. Turning around, are the markers we've passed up till this point still there?
You turned a corner to come to this opening, you're welcome to go back that way and check.
I will check the corner. Yes.
Oh no.
Not
Give me a- give
openly
me-
walking into it.
Give me
but
a
I
will.
wanna-
Give me a willpower check.
Oh, excellent.
His
Oh,
head
yeah.
explodes.
As you turn the corner and look, you see the bodies that you're following, and you turn around, and it's just a straight alleyway. With no turn off to get back to where you were. And you hear in your head a car going past.
Really fast.
Oh no, somebody took the
The
jacket.
chaos god of metal and speed!
You hear Sergeant Typhon shiny and chrome for the God Emperor. Sergeant fucking Chaplain Cars leaps over a fucking wall and blows something up. No. You hear just a wet, whispering tone coming from the small vox on your McAndrites that are essentially alert sounds or alarms, mostly for your pict, just like a beep when the pict goes off and stuff like that. You hear crackling and almost as though the speaker itself is submerged in mud. Phalos.
I mean, does it look abnormal or is it just sounding abnormal?
It just sounds well. It just sound. You're just hearing it. You're not even sure if it's an actual noise.
I am looking around. I'm in a long, straight alleyway, but I'm still looking around for somebody or something to be saying this because I don't want to accept where it's coming from.
Lothos, while this is happening, you see him kind of just standing there in the open. And then Modius is freaking out that you've been out here too long.
I'm checking the scanner. That's all I can do. I
Yeah,
gotta
you're
figure
like-
out where we're at.
Lothos. Does Lothos have an idea of what's happening? They're just deteriorating at this point, aren't they?
Pretty much, yeah.
Lothos just sees this and he just... and he's going to grab onto both of them. And he's just going to focus. And he's going to try to take us back to Barbosa at this point.
Okay. So you're just trying to drag them along.
Yes, at this point, that's all I can do.
Phalos, you are caught in the illusion of the miasma, and as Lothos reaches out to grab you, you just see these creeping, almost skeletal fungal arms grow out of this wall that has appeared and try to grab at you.
That's not good for anybody. Because I'm going to draw a weapon and fire it.
That here's oh no, the Mechanicus. I'm stuck with the Mechanicus and the mutant. The two people I have no qualms killing.
People die. For
People
now,
do die.
you will not touch me,
Okay.
witch. I
So,
will fire a weapon.
I did say that if you were traveling, you were traveling like you were before, right? And basically this like Auspex, eyes on the ground, and then you with your gun out, or were you more casual?
We're
At
trying
this
to
point,
move a little more quickly, but
we're moving a little bit more quickly, and that point, Lothos would have had his gun out. Since we're going back a route that we've already seen before, he would have had his gun ready instead of, checking for traps and such.
I will say you'll have your weapon drawn, Phalos.
yeah, I never
But-
put away.
I won't give you the bonus for aim.
Okay.
And I want you both to roll a d10.
What do I see at this point?
You actually just see Lothos grabbing you and trying to drag you off, but you're also starting to feel this panic that you're lost in this war-torn, heretic, whispery voices, dead baby fountain place.
So I don't see Valos trying to shoot.
Oh, you see him
Oh, okay.
freak out and reach for his weapon or begin to aim his weapon. Yeah, so I need a d10 from Phalos and then from Lothos. Wow, okay.
I don't think this is like second edition where lower is better.
Lower is better.
Oh, lower is better.
Yes,
Okay.
lower is always
good.
better.
That is good to know.
So Lothos, as you're standing there, sort of reaching out to grab him, you see him sort of shift and turn at your touch and begin raising this hand cannon at you, with a wild look in his eyes.
I see. If I'm right, I can't disarm him because that's a fucking talent, if I'm correct. Fuck.
I think
You
I
can
said.
still grapple him for control.
I will
weapon.
also say we're not in combat. I think I said the box.
I would like to just, if I can, move his gun out of the way while moving out of the way myself.
Okay. So, Lothos, give me an no, you have your rifle out, so you can't use weapon skill. Give me athletics versus Phalos's ballistic skill.
Fuck.
So you guys are both going to roll, and we're going to see who meets their target. If you both meet your target, we'll go by degrees of success.
I'm gonna have to roll fate. I'll use a fate point for this because yeah, if I don't,
Alright.
I'm screwed.
So Phalos, you see these reaching fungal arms sort of try to reach out and just do something to you. You're trying to raise your gun, but you see one just bat it away. Lothos, you manage to move the gun out of the way, and in that moment, as it's being batted out of the way, Phalos, you pull the trigger, and the just cacophonous bang of the hand cannon going off snaps both of you back to reality.
Do
Modius,
I hear this?
you would hear the gunshot, yes.
Immediately, I'm on the Vox channel. Oi, what the fuck is going on, right? Y'all can't go fucking 30 meters away without fucking getting fucked in the ass? I can't leave you for 2 minutes?
It's been like 2 hours. Oh, wait.
The Mechanicus and the Mutant are being dumbasses and letting their minds slip away from them. I'm bringing them back at this point.
I'd argue, but I'm looking around for these hands just to.
I'm double checking. Like, wait a second. What
Yeah.
just happened?
So the bodies are still there. They're still pointing towards this bundle in the fountain. But as you look around, now you see all the alleyways leading out. You see the trail that you guys left a little ways up from the alleyway, maybe like 5-10 meters up this one alley. You see another poised body that you guys have left. Phalos, you now see just the impact crater in the asphalt where your shot ricocheted off. Fortunately, not hitting any of you. And you see this assassin just glaring at you.
There were the heretic. It does not matter. We have clearly dealt with it. But are we heading?
If you do that again, you won't have to worry about your flesh being so weak. Understand that.
Did you not
Are
get
both of
any?
you with me?
I'm here for the moment.
Modes.
I hear you and I see you clear. But I'll be honest. Something is not right.
That's what a witch does.
Need to kill witch.
Yes, we do.
Are we continuing forward or heading back to Barbosa?
Barbosa,
I am thinking this is wise.
are you on the line? This is using the microbead.
Shit, he's dead.
Damn.
Fuck.
He's gone.
The demon got him. Shit.
Well, fuck. We lost.
Sorry,
my-
gotta take a piss. Give me 2 seconds.
It's like we fucking lost him, guys. He's dead. They got him.
Game over.
He came over, man. It's
That's
game
the
over.
campaign.
We can always say Barbosa volunteered to handle witch while we retrieved the lady, and he tragically died. He was overconfident. We can spin this as success.
Do you have any idea if that package, that thing was there when we passed first?
I have not seen this thing beforehand. This well was not here. This fountain, not well.
Was it not? I don't remember seeing the fountain either.
You guys didn't pass through this way.
Oh,
We
okay.
think that just from the number of bodies, they probably, whoever or whatever did this, altered your path to lead you here.
So you'll hear Barbosa come over the Vox. It's like, right, what the fuck is going on over there? Y'all need to get your asses either. Where's the big blokes, right? It's been like 10 minutes. What the fuck's going on?
We
The
are not meant
The
to find them.
Mechanicus and the Mutin are losing their minds. We haven't
Fucking
even...
slap them in the face, kick them in the balls, and get them going.
That's
He
not a
steps
bad
back.
That's not a bad idea.
Slaps them both in the
Nope, nope, nope. No
Molly's
kicks.
getting fucking slapped.
That's fine.
Slap
Don't
them
kick
in
me
the
in the
balls
balls.
and kick them in the face.
Nope,
I don't
nope.
care which.
Slap
A
him
slap in the face
balls
is
and
fine.
kick him in the face. Another wonderful quote.
All right, you guys are heading back to Barbosa.
Yeah,
Yeah,
we're obviously not meant to make our way out of this.
we're dealing
Utterly
with
fucking
You-
useless.
You guys see the path.
I'm not comfortable anymore.
No, no, that's fine. If you guys want to head back, that's fine.
Do we see the...
You see the continuation of the path. It's a little ways off, like 5 meters, because they obviously took the body to form this fun little ring around the rosy.
Question being, we see path, but is it still path to the commandos? Or is it new path? Like this was. I like
Sure.
idea of reinforcements to deal with witch. I like dead witch better. If we wander off into miasma, that may not happen.
Again, this thing, it did speak to me. This thing, I don't know anymore. They know we're here. They know we've been here. They know the commandos are here. They're manipulating us to do what they want.
Barbosa,
Yeah, right. So do the opposite of what they want, you fucking idiots. Right, what's up, Lothos?
I need you while there. I need you to check for any openings for entry.
Openings for entry, this front door's fucking been standing open, all creepy like, for fucking 15 minutes. Either get them big blokes or get your fucking asses back here.
You're telling us to go through the front door.
There's no other way in, unless you want to try and sneak around the back. But the back's probably just as fucked as the front.
That is why I'm asking you to search, or at least take a look.
Right, you want me to go inside the house
I don't
when
want
y'all
you
are lost in a
inside.
fucking
I want
labyrinth?
you to check around the area. You have a grapple hook. And it seems like you have 2 working legs.
Right, 3 even. Right, alright, so scout around. Got it.
Check the
So-
perimeter while we're coming our way back, and then we'll decide our way of entry.
Meanwhile, Modeus is looking hard at that package in the middle of the fountain.
Don't touch the baby.
Are you approaching it?
No, just looking at it. Like
Just
I'm
looking at
trying to grasp in my head what just happened over the last 2 minutes. It probably has been.
Yeah, you're staring at it. It's this white and yellow polka dotted swaddling. It looks like there's a sort of like yay big patch of what looks like dried blood on the side. And it's just sort of resting there in the water. And you'll see numerous biting insects and things similar to mosquitoes sort of flitting off the stagnant water.
Yeah, I don't hear any of that, right?
No,
Good. Okay.
you just hear
I'll
the
just leave-
rain
yeah,
and
just leave it.
far off artillery. All right.
Just use Michael Bay
Lothos.
pistol.
Michael Bay pistol, shoot the baby.
And blow it up.
Baby's a heretic. It did not fight back. Okay.
Innocence proves nothing.
What is it, Modes?
I'm not comfortable here.
You
You're
may
not
have to live
supposed to
with
feel
this.
comfortable here. That is the point. That is the reason why we deal with things like this.
Well, let's deal with it and move on.
Only if it was that simple. And we
Lead
start
the
heading
way.
back.
Yeah.
Yeah, we start heading back as I start dragging these two fucking people that their minds are fucking melting in front of them.
All right.
The mechanic is just starting to degrade into a toaster over there.
A holy toaster.
Holy toaster.
Meanwhile, Sergeant
but-
Typhon's checking his chrono. Where the fuck are these assholes?
I'm just imagining his like little light device on this fucking thing is just like starting to just shoot out random colors up in the air, like do-do-do-do-do-do-do.
Shit gets bad. We can just start popping them off.
All right. We're going to go on our second break. When we get back, we're going to see just how these guys plan to proceed with this situation they found themselves in.
10 out of 10.
All right.
Run over this.
I don't know at this point. I'm gonna be killing teammates soon.
Let me grab
should
some
reroll
water.
a character.
Right.
Everybody should start thinking about their next character.
I already have my next character planned out. They're
I
probably gonna
have-
die super fast because I want to be a tanky character from next one.
Okay, cool. I was gonna actually be a tanky character too. If you're gonna be a tanky character, what I'm gonna go through with it, and I think is I'll be a psyker.
Y'all ain't gonna
Character
fucking
dies,
die.
I wanna
Calm
go
down.
psyker.
We're gonna. Here's the
40k
thing.
it works though. It works in 40k if characters die. Like characters, especially with this new system, it's really good just to roll up a new character and just slide that motherfucker right back in there.
Yeah. All right.
Let shit die. I don't care if
Yeah.
Barbosa dies. Barbosa's cool, but like he can just go down as a martyr. He'll be
Okay.
like, what's his name from Game of Thrones? What was that? Like the dude who just didn't give a fuck. He was basically had the same accent.
Oh, the Hound.
Not the Hound, the dude that Tyrion was always dealing with. That just has like he ended up being like a knight and a like
Oh,
fuck
I don't.
it.
Oh,
getting a castle and all that shit.
I
and,
didn't.
like,
I didn't watch after like season 2.
I
He was like
I
this
know who you're
rogue
talking
character.
about, but I cannot.
Yeah,
for the
I
life
think
of
I
me
know.
of his
I don't
name.
remember his name, but he was just like this amoral, shiftless kind of mercenary character that just was like his loyalty was just whoever paid the best. Like that's kind of like basically Barbosa's inspiration is like him and then Kano from Mortal Kombat. Like I really want him to be like Kano. In space.
I can see the Kano.
Jesus.
Like
Alright.
he's basically Kano in space. Like I want like if he dies, I want someone to break his neck with their thighs. I want a beautiful Eldar princess to break his neck with their thighs.
As any man would want to go.
I mean, right? Can you imagine a better way than that Xeno pussy right in your face? As the twilight leaves and the Emperor embraces your spirit.
There's another quote. Don't worry, I'm recording right now, so that one's mine.
Fantastic.
I'm just gonna clip that bit in right before the break. Can you just imagine that Eldar pussy in your face going towards the Emperor? Jesus.
He wouldn't judge
Yeah.
you.
So I've been recording. We've been back.
Yep.
Let's get back to it.
Joke's on you, bitches.
Jesus.
Barbosa.
Barbosa.
yeah. Sorry if I have a sheen, everyone. It is hot as balls in my apartment, but we're gonna keep on trucking because that's what we do. All right. So after a split warband, Phalos, Modius, and Lothos decided to try and make their way back to the Catachin Commandos, where they were mostly, aside from Lothos, enthralled by something. They then decided, fuck that, and headed back to Barbosa. So you guys find your way back easily enough. Barbosa, you're keeping an eye out. You probably notice them coming. They're being careful, not quiet. And
And
one
I
of them
knew-
has, and you know, yeah, you're not gonna fucking shoot them. Do you guys want to go up to where Barbosa is, or back the way you approached the first time?
Let's go. I want to go up where.
I don't want to go where I was before. Yep.
Okay.
I want to get a up top view to just check around.
Okay. You guys take a look around the building. There is a fire escape, fortunately. You guys get your way up that and see Lothos camped out, a little pile of spent low stick butts next to him, ammo laid out. He's made himself a little nest up here.
You'll see Lothos is pissed off when he comes up.
I'm still like face buried into the scanner. Like something's got to make sense at some point.
I'm tired of dealing with all these amateurs.
I knew it was going to be a problem. They ain't never even spilled blood before, I bet you. They're not ready for something like this.
Well, we have to work with what we got. Because I would rather not go in at this alone.
Keep them at the back, yeah. They can help us out.
I would rather keep
Cover
them
and
in
fire.
the front and shoot over them.
What works
We're
too.
standing right here. Listen.
Then listen closely, meat shields.
I ain't no meat shield. You see this rifle? What I'm gonna do is I'm
talking
gonna
to-
send you
talking
into
down
that
to them.
house. I'm gonna tell you and stand in front of a window. When the window comes up and then the baddie gets right in front of your face, he's about to rip your guts out. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna shoot right past your ear. I'm gonna explode his head, and you're gonna taste his brains on your tongue. And that's how I'm gonna save your ass. But don't be telling me that I'm a meat shield, right? I'm a matter of skill. I don't get up in the fucking front so motherfuckers like you can stay and your amateurs can survive. I know how to live. What do you know?
I know that they're listening and they're watching and they see every fucking thing that you've done
They
for
don't
the
see
last 2 hours since we walked in. Don't sit here and tell me about who's an amateur and who's prepared. They know we're here. They know what's happening.
Let them see me. I
Before,
wish they...
before we continue, touching on sounding heretical. You're fine. You're welcome
No.
to. Yeah. Okay. Just making sure you know.
Who, me or...
Modius.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Let them see me. I want them to see me coming. I want them to look right at me right before that bullet drives right through their eye. I've done this before, mate. I've been spilling blood since I can remember. The first memory I got's a witch killing half my crew. So don't tell me how to act right now. I'm gonna tell you how to act. Get in line. You got that fancy fucking eye in the front of your head, make me want to put a bullet through it every hour of the day. Why don't you fucking use it? Why don't you do something useful instead of cowering back?
What's my is it a scrutiny check or something? I want to try and get a feel for how real this is.
Oh, it's real.
It's real.
Like the threat.
Yeah. Honestly.
That would be.
It's not so much a threat as just letting
No.
me know
Like
what's
I
up.
want to grasp. Like, are you serious? Like you've been through this before. This is just like another day for you, or
Oh, yeah.
That would be
Okay,
you know?
inquiry.
Inquiry.
Okay.
Lothos is just nodding along to what Barbosa is saying at this
You
point.
I would
recognize.
say, keep in
you
mind, I have that aura.
Yeah.
in there, so I might want to give him bonuses because I do feel uncomfortable to people.
No, I'm.
Especially someone like him because he's a kind of pseudo psyker.
He'll kill you. Even if you're not totally certain if what he's saying to you right now, like he's gonna play it out, key to key, like, yeah, I'm gonna shoot this thing right as it's about to kill you, like that. Like he has no problem wiping you out, and you're a mutant. You realize that
That
this
part
sort
I
of
grasp. Yeah,
yeah.
like I get that part.
But he really does not care if you live or die.
I'm not so much. I think I grasped that. I'm more so worried about. He's talking about how he's already started off with killing witches. This is no big deal, kind of thing. Yeah.
So basically, my backstory is that I was like they just found like this crew of like witch hunter type, like mercenary group of people found me on a wasteland, just kind of like wandering around as a small child. And like some of my first memories are them like capturing witches to turn in for bounties and like going in doing like, they basically were a crew that specialized in hunting mutants and witches and dealing with like weird shit out in the frontier worlds where there's no real law. Like the arbiters, there's like a couple arbiters for the whole like 30, 40, 50 planets or something like that. So a lot of it's like outsourced. So they're like kind of like an outlaw crew that like was kind of like in the middle between the law. And like literally what they did is they just went and hunted witches and mutants and shit. And that's like that's where he learned to be like a killer. There's like
Yeah.
hunting.
I mean, honestly, like for how you interpret things, I don't want to leave that up to rolls. Let's from now on, like if it's character interaction shit, whether you're telling a lie or stuff like that, let's just go off how your character would perceive it.
And I think a lot of what he just said, we probably already went over. Like, I wouldn't just go out and drop onto a world with a dude that I don't know anything about. So, yeah, I guess I'm aware of that at the very least.
Like that's the reason
still-
I'm here, basically.
Oh, sure. Yeah, we all have a reason to be here. And I'm still, like, I still got those voices in my head. That's a first. So I'm sketchy. I get it.
What I noticed that he's like noticing. Okay, so two questions. Would I notice that it's like he's distracted or seems like he's acting strange, like like he's a little acting funny than he was before, or would I have to roll for that? And then two, would I know that like sometimes chaos or like witches or whatever or the weird shit that I've dealt with, sometimes it'll get in people's heads, like or it'll like say stuff to them. Would I have encountered that before with given my background?
Okay. Yeah, he looks twitchy, he looks sweaty, he looks pale. But whether or not that's due to psychic interpretation or just the fact that he's in a battlefield.
Yeah, I don't know him very
up for
well, and
debate.
it's his first time kind of doing something like this.
The influence of the warp and chaos, that's like common scripture about how chaos worms its way and pollutes your mind and stuff like that. Whether or not you've experienced it, I'm going to say no. This is a very powerful psyker. The ones you've encountered, they're witches, they're dangerous. But we're more fledgling, just sort of offshoots of the fact that your frontier world was recently reconquered.
Right. So like the idea that like someone that's not even in
It's
near
not
proximity to someone is like hearing voices is like new to me.
It's not new. It's not. It's like it's common scripture. Chaos pollutes your mind.
So
So
if that's the case, I'd be like, "Are you hearing them, mate? Are they whispering in your ear?"
You'll definitely have noticed that last little speech, that last little bit that you were talking, you got a much better focus from me because I'm trying to grasp onto what's going on, and I'm not like totally losing it or anything, but that hearing voices in the back of my mind, that was a new and really fucking scary experience. And I'm getting to the point now where I realize that this is something that needs to be done. I've got this guy that has done this before. I've got this, fucking assassin over here that's ready to handle it and just smacked me into reality not but a couple of minutes ago in Lothos. And then to do with metal legs. So, I mean, we're getting to the point where we just got to do this.
Look, we all have role to play. I know my way around my weapon. Don't be fooled. But in situation where you need man with brain, I will take charge. For now, do you have plan or just insults?
I got a plan. Lothos, you're dealing with killing. You feel better far away or up close, so you don't give a fuck.
Doesn't matter to me. I'm good either way. As long as I have a target, I can take it out.
Right, why don't you take them three in there, yeah? And then you stay close to the windows. There's windows all over the joint. Stay in the light where I can see you. If you get cornered, draw them in. If I need to, I'll swing across. I'll smash through the window. I'll be right there with you. But just keep them, and you go. I mean, if it gets crazy, you let me know. I'll be across in a minute.
I will say, Barbosa, from this vantage point, you can see a few meters into the darkness, but you can't really see that far into the building.
Right, that's what I'm saying. Like, tell them to stay close
Yeah.
to the windows, basically.
Okay, so I'll give you, like, you can see 5-10 meters in, but after that, no, 5 meters.
And then, how tall is the building that they're
A lot,
going
yeah.
into, and how tall is the building that I'm on?
The building they are going into is about 6 stories.
Mhm.
Yours is about 3.
Okay, so if I were to shoot my grappling to the top level of that, I'd be able to crash into, like, say, up to like the 3rd level or something like that, into a window if I wanted to try and swing across or whatever.
What's the distance on your rope?
It's 50 meters or something like
Okay.
that. It's something crazy.
Hypothetically.
I know there'd be rolls involved, but
yeah.
like, were that my
Hypothetically.
plan to be able to like swing across to the 2nd or 3rd level, should it be necessary, I would be able to do so and like crash through a window.
Yeah.
Okay, so that's my backup plan if I need to get in there super fast. So I'm
That'd
gonna
be cool.
I'll keep Overwatch out here through the windows, try and like sight what they're going, like before they go into a room or whatever, see if I can see it from the outside, if there's any motion or anything, provide them Overwatch, and then make sure that no one comes in through the front door once they're already inside. And then if necessary, I'll swing over and get up close and personal. And then I would say Lothos and everybody else should go inside and then radio me if they feel that they need me more personally there. That would be my tactical delineation, if you will. Bet you didn't think I had a brain like that, but like I said, I've been doing this before. And you, Lothos, you use them for bait, yeah? Especially a metal man. He's
Still
metal.
standing
You can
right
fix
here.
him. You can't fix the guy with the 3 eyes so much, though he is a mutant. But they didn't say we are a ship. So I don't know. Either way, either one's good enough.
How thick does the building look? Like, how far in does it look like we can get into that building?
Shit, though.
Like, does
How
it
much
look
can
like?
we not see?
Yeah.
Yeah.
My thing is like,
Is it like one of those thin and deep buildings, or is it like, you know, there's a back and a front, and like that's like the only 2
It's
apartments?
pretty expansive.
so pretty much him
it's-
sniping's not going to give us much cover then.
It's not. It's also
Oh.
basically an apartment complex. So the
Yeah.
windows you're looking into might just look into
a room.
like rooms or a bathroom or something like that. So yeah, that's what I was saying. Like level to level. Like if you want a grappling hook in, you can, but you might find yourself like locked in an apartment, like with no way out and
Oh.
like shit like that. Yeah.
I was thinking it was more like, I don't know, condos or something, like where each unit was individual more than like a large hab complex.
It's
Right. Never mind.
you're
I'll
you're not
fucking,
you're not sure. You're not sure of the societal customs of these
The
people.
depth of the building or how it's structured or whatever.
You're not sure if they have communal living, if they sleep solitarily. Like you have no idea.
Fuck it. I'm going to stick with the original plan. And then if you guys think that you need me to come in, you can radio me. And I'll be there in a jiffy. I have
Just
pretty good agility. I'm fast.
Just,
That's
just
fair.
looking at the building itself, like, does it actually look like he'd be able to snipe? Since that's kind of what Lothos does as well as snipe. Like, can he actually target people while we're inside there, or is it just going to be
about 5 meters in, and then his
sight?
sight line is going to be cut off. That's right. That's the thing. Like from the angle looking down at the building,
Yeah.
like it cuts off. So if you were lower, you could see more. But if you guys want to like climb down to the bottom of this building, like post up inside of it, looking out, you can do that.
Okay, so
This is not advantageous for
No.
long distance.
based
yeah.
on the rooftops I've been jumping over and stuff so far, do buildings seem to have a courtyard here where there's like a central? It's like they're one solid thing all the way
Block.
through.
Yeah. The wooden structures are more ramshackle and sort of like in clusters. But this hab block is imperial construction, so it is very much just like if you took a large square block and put it down and then made it Gothic.
Yeah, just looking at it right now, it does not seem like sniping's their most advantageous spot. It seems like moving in as a unit would be much better.
I'll kind of shrug and be like, fair enough then. And I'll just throw my rifle over my shoulder, and then I'll pull out my hand cannon and be like, you want back or front?
I'll take the back.
Front it is then. Let's go then. And I'll just kind of shoot my grapple over so it affixes on the building and kind of makes it so like we could like, I'll kind of zip line down basically. And then like kind of, get a quick way down, kind of action star, get down, and then be right at the front of the building and be like, well, come on then.
Guess we'll get going then.
If the line's still up, I'll pull a belt out and just jump down. I mean,
You guys are just gonna zip
I'm in
line
on
in.
this.
I
Yeah.
guess we'll zip line in.
Bayless?
I mean, yeah, we'll take the zip line.
I won't take this. I'll walk.
Well,
I was about to say you might be a little heavy.
I'm just
That's
imagining
a
the
fair
weakest.
point. If
If
that's
If you
not
break
gonna-
my zip line, I'm gonna have your metal hide.
Yeah, you weigh a lot because of your cybernetics.
Yeah, that's right. I'll take
Your fat metal ass can take the stairs.
He just grabs onto it. He just lets his legs down and just snaps, and he falls off the building. Plummets.
no snap. It would just bear heavy. He'll be fine.
the way requisitions work. They don't give you new equipment unless the old equipment breaks. I got to get rid of these legs somehow.
You break it, you fix it, metal man.
Yeah, I'll walk
Gotta
down.
go do your techno talk to the rope. Make it find itself back together.
Right? He's a tech priest. He can do miracles with the metal.
Yeah, just like those beads earlier. Right.
Yeah. Okay. So, you guys are entering the building.
Yes. I guess
Okay.
it
What's
is.
your?
Barbosa up front, right?
I got point, you fucking cowards.
Yep.
Okay.
I want Barbosa. I want the Mechanicus, and then I want the mutant. Pretty much, in the most part, I wouldn't say middle, but pretty much next to me.
Have you noticed
Maybe-
how you've gone from the navigator to the mutant in this session?
Well,
You can
when-
see how my care has been dropping.
When we're on
extremely for
surface,
the
yeah.
individuals.
When we're on surface, I'm used to it. Which is this is my not
He's
first
cocky
time.
now. He'll roll a bad willpower at some point.
No. It's
I'll
okay.
kill you all eventually.
I'll kill you all eventually. I don't need to fail willpower to do that.
Okay. Barbosa, I want you to roll me a D100.
Remember
Roll.
the safe word, pineapples.
The D100. Yeah.
Fuck it. 24. What you gonna do
24.
about that?
All right. As you cross the threshold into this building, it looks initially just very pristine. There's this mold and mildew and clusters of these mushrooms and fungus growing out of what look like a sort of large waiting room or admission area or common area or something of that nature. But as soon as you step in, there's just this shiver down your spine, and sort of radiating out from this doorway begins to be a sheen of hoarfrost covering everything out 15 meters out. This layer of ice just forms over everything.
Is it how far is it from me? Like when it stops?
It radiates from the doorway that you just crossed outwards into the building, 15 meters out.
So I'm already standing in the hoarfrost.
Yes.
Basically. Okay. Is
Nothing
affect
else.
me?
It's fucking creepy.
We'll say, right, this is just their scare tactics. Keep your eyes up. If you see something, make sure you gotta double check it ain't one of us, right? They'll play tricks with your mind. If you see me shooting at something, you shoot at it too.
What are the quarters with this? Are we like once we get to it, is it going to be like close quarters
So as
that
you
we're walking
enter,
through?
this area is fairly open. There's a scattering of tables, chairs, desks. There what look to be pick screens and some sort of maybe food or distribution area. This looks to be a sort of common area of the HAB unit almost. It could be that there was security in this building. You're not sure. Maybe this is where visitors had to wait or something like that.
Okay.
So
As
think
long
like
as it's like
large,
this.
nice hotel.
Right on. My intent though is while it's still a little bit wide open, I'm gonna keep my hand on, keep the left pistol drawn. If it starts getting tighter, is when I would pull the shock whip out.
Okay. Yeah. What are the rest of you? How are you guys reacting to this sheen of frost emanating as you step into the building?
A little bit on edge. A little bit just suspicious of everything at this point. Everything's a threat. So I wouldn't say jumpy is the right way of putting it, but it's definitely noticeable that Lotho's head is on a swivel. It's just keep an eye out for everything. He hasn't changed to his pistol yet. He still has his rifle out, though he's probably gonna have to switch soon to his pistol for close quarters.
Phalos?
I definitely still have my pistol drawn. I will just say a quick prayer.
Okay.
Machine God.
Yeah. Give me a willpower check. Flat.
You gotta stop making me roll that. I'm so bad.
Oh God.
Yeah,
Doesn't help
you
I'm 60+.
say a quick little, literally like 0.5 millisecond binary chatter prayer to the Omnisaya. And as you send out this pulse of faith, you are met with a silent resonance. A void.
Don't, like, visibly shaken.
Yeah, it's disheartening, to say the least.
Yeah, the very least.
As you all slowly make your way into this building, as the hoarfrost begins to melt, it flash froze a number of these fungal clusters. And as they sort of dampen with the melting frost, there's these small sort of squelches and squeals emanating from them that almost sound like a very faint, like a screaming rabbit or a wail of a loon or something, just this eerie, piercing wail coming from these fungi. The air here is thick with the miasma. The cloud in here definitely not natural, as the one outside. This one is heavy, and it seems as though figures move in wafting cloud as you guys make your way through. I'm assuming you guys have your lights out and shit like that to see. It's dark in here.
Yeah, my gun's definitely up. But I was gonna say, is this on par with anything that I've ever seen before, or is this like way stronger than any kind of phenomena I've ever encountered?
You're getting real bad vibes.
Like this is like amongst the
This
worst
is
cases I've ever seen.
beyond what you've ever experienced.
Okay, so I'll be like, all right, look, I ain't trying to scare you, but all
Really?
my years, I ain't never seen nothing like this. Be on guard, mates. This one's gonna be a baddie. You get close, you plug her as many times as you can, and when she dies, fucking run fast, because you never know what they're gonna do at the last minute.
Mental note.
Just take a deep breath and decide against praying again, because I don't think I can handle that twice.
Ooh, interesting.
And then just kind of
Huh.
like white knuckle grip on that gun.
Oh, I'm tempted to doing something.
So easily the faith fails.
I'm gonna roll myself a confidence die.
Confidence die. How
I'm
confident
feeling
are we
all
feeling?
right. I'm
Yeah.
feeling I'm like this is bad, but I don't feel like I feel like it's a dangerous situation, but I don't feel like it's like insurmountable. So I'm feeling all right. I'm like, okay, fuck yeah, I got this shit. You know, this is just that I'm gonna get a fucking like they'll definitely give me a recoil glove after this bullshit.
You know, it's quiet. We're going in quiet at the moment. I won't do it. If we were a little bit louder and moving in, I would have definitely taken out the
Oh,
howler.
yeah. By the way, definitely, I'm rolling stealth. I don't know about everybody else. I'm
You're
rolling
stealthing?
stealth. Yeah,
Oh,
I'm
yeah.
definitely going in sneak.
Okay.
That
I
was
thought you guys were just.
that was given. I thought.
I'm not kicking in any doors. I'm
well,
going
no,
in real
the door's
slow.
open, so it's like I thought you guys were just tactically advancing in.
I'm tactically advancing, quiet as I can possibly be,
Okay.
and like really sticking to walls, watching my sides, peeking around corners. I'm going slow.
Okay.
I know this shit can get weird.
I'll stay quiet, but I also know that
Any
they're
bonuses
basically
or just
expecting us.
any bonuses or minuses or flat roll?
Not for you, because you don't have any fancy helpers. And yeah, stealth.
Just flat roll.
Yeah.
So I got plus 10 in that just because I'm skilled in it.
So just a straight roll for stealth.
Yep.
Hey, I'm sneaky as fuck.
Okay.
I'm not rolling
That's
good tonight,
5
guys.
degrees of success right there. No one's seeing me.
Guess
The rest
All
of
right.
y'all are fucking noisy fucks.
You.
What kind of assassin are you, Lothos?
I guess not a good one, cause fuck, I've been failing my perception checks. I've been failing my stealth checks. Fuck. Next, I'm gonna miss all my fucking shots.
Okay. As Barbosa, as you step into the entryway and the hoarfrost triggers, you immediately react, just given your years of training and experience, sort of flattening yourself up against the wall, getting as little of a profile as possible, and instantly just throwing up your mental barriers and protections in your mind that you've been taught, and reciting lines of scripture in the faith of the emperor and the warding of chaos.
I would probably have like a really like weird pirate shanty kind of version of it, like they ain't going to get me, no, they ain't. Chaos ain't got nothing. I'll fucking stab him in the shank. Like some like weird little like sing.
No, you're
fucking kinda,
actually in this dark, oppressive moisture. Light comes to you and it says, "Light your way in the darkness with the pyres of burning heretics," and it gives you a little, yeah, we're good, and you just sort of mold into this. Mold's not a good term to use in this situation. You become
Blend.
one with this darkness.
Yeah, and I have really like low key armor. I only have like an armored kind of like.
You got a
skin.
body glove, right?
Yeah, body glove, just an armored body glove. So like it's really, I'm very flexible. I don't have anything weighing me down or anything.
Yeah. The rest of you just follow Lothos's lead and just sort of a breach and clear sort of style. You guys are fanning out, moving to cover as you can, trying to stay low, but you're not doing it efficiently enough. Probably just because it's probably Phalos and Modius's first time breaching and entering a room.
I would say that if I noticed everybody else making a lot of noise, I would separate myself just a bit, pull just a little bit ahead. So like they might see them but not see me.
Yeah, you guys aren't making a lot of noise. It's just you're not very stealthy.
Yeah, I was
the ground is spongy.
Is it this carpet stuff again? We've been running into this carpet stuff a lot.
It's not carpet.
What's this carpet? Shag.
Not
They call it.
carpet. It seems like the mold here has grown.
I see. Yes.
Papa Nurgle.
You know, if I rolled a 100, I would have totally thrown out the howler during this excursion.
Praise be.
I think technically anything above a 95 is, so it's like 95 to 99 is like a bad fuck up, like a sort of bad fuck up, and then 100 is like you die. Like it's like a critical absolute, the worst, like way worse than rolling like a 1 in D.
It's like the worst possible thing that could happen at that moment.
It's like a grenade on you just goes off or something like that. Like it's just like like chaos itself reaches out and says "fuck you."
That sounds horrible. It's like a 1 in 100 chance that you basically just.
Yep.
Yeah, it's not great.
Look,
Shit.
the
Just
whole
happens.
theme of 40K is grim dark.
Risk.
Like
Risk and reward.
bad shit is gonna happen.
Risk, no reward.
Oh,
And you probably have to become kind of crazy or evil in order to survive. But becoming crazy or evil in order to survive means you get killed by other people who aren't yet that crazy or evil.
As you guys enter this entryway, the psychic whiplash that you experience upon entering. Barbosa, you don't, because of yes.
Okay.
And the rest is just a psychic whiplash. Like that feeling of nausea you experienced before, nothing compared to this. There's just this, it feels just like someone's running like their fingers over you, but it's just coated in like a snail's slime or the like film of rotted meat just covering over your face and neck, trying to worm its way in through your eyes and ears. There's just something's here and it's watching.
Okay, let's move on in.
Move in, get this over with. Let's find something.
I've now started praying again.
Okay.
I went from
So-
worried I'm not gonna
The
hear
tech
anything
priest
back.
sounds like a dial-up modem from the 90s. There's so many prayers are being said.
Yeah. I'd assume Lothos is also praying. Whenever he's not talking, I feel like he's muttering some type of verse underneath his breath.
Okay.
Not gonna get me. I'll stab you in the shank. Stab you in the shank. Stab you in the shank. Not gonna get me. I'll stab you in the shank, and then I'll smoke someday.
We can't see him, but we can hear
Yeah.
him just somewhere.
Just his voice echoing throughout this insanely disturbing fungal hall.
Sub-vocally
quiet.
communicating over the Vox, just like in my throat, just like. Sorry.
That's actually a an orc lullaby.
I
was
would-
raised
so
by orcs. Makes so much
what-
more sense.
What does this space? How many entrances, exits? Like, so we just came in through the door. What is like the layout? So it's a lobby, right? Is it like
So
an
yes,
elevator? Is it? There's a bunch of.
there is a central, what looks like stairway that spirals up to the different levels. It looks like they're more open in the middle, and then maybe branch off into secluded rooms. You're not sure yet. To the back are what look to be a set of elevators, but they don't look that. You don't think this building has power.
Not operational.
Yeah.
So
Just by looking at them, you're like, yeah, no, fuck that.
is there like a desk or anything like that? Like a check-in area? Or
Yeah,
is,
in front of the stairway, there is a broad desk with of course, the Imperial Aquila, a few chairs, a few monitors and data slates, and
Any,
things
like,
like that.
door to a back office or anything like that? Or is it like there's like the desk, elevators, stairwell, nowhere else to go?
Yeah, there's nothing else that you see that would lead to anything. There's a few other doors, and you quickly just sort of sidle up to them and peek inside, and they're just like closets for equipment and storage and things like that. It looks like this area is this is the main thoroughfare, is this spiraling pillar through the middle.
Got it. So I would immediately go over to the desk and like kind of go behind it and start poking around and seeing if there's any keys, if there's any useful items, if there's any signs of conflict, if there's anything that would be useful at all.
Okay.
If there's a security feed where I can look at different cameras, I don't know if that's that level of technology here.
Okay. So looking around, you see these monitors and data slates and things like that. You think if they were powered, they might be some sort of data point or security system, but you're not sure.
Okay.
However, you have no idea how to supply power.
Oi, tech priest. You do that shocky thing. I seen y'all do it before. Don't lie to me. I know you can do that shocky thing.
You know I cannot wave hand at every piece of technology and solve problem. I will take look, but don't expect miracles at every turn. Can I power this thing?
Do you have a way to power it?
Unless I can cannibalize power from anything I've got.
Do you have the lumen capacitor thing?
I don't.
Oh, never mind.
You want to
thought
try
Tech
and
Priest had that.
cannibalize power.
And the old
have-
version, Tech Priest
Yeah.
all had the ability to charge things.
The
Give-
Mechanicus implants have very vague descriptions of things along those lines, but from what I understand, they're just thematically the way cybernetics are hooked up onto you.
Yeah.
Let me see. I'm gonna look at it real quick.
Give me a tech use roll plus 20 because of your time spent with the Imperial Guard.
And then I have plus 20 in the skill. Wow, I roll like shit today.
I don't think you made it, even with that plus 40.
So 76 was my threshold.
Okay. Yeah, there's no power into the building. Just a quick little inspection of the panel and the main sort of power lines tell you that. Like, you don't have a generator. You don't have a battery. Like, got nothing.
The power is completely cut off the building. I can operate the machine, but the machine needs power. If you would like to find, power source of building, we can try and get it back online. But I think which is more pressing matter.
Where would that be?
Where would that be?
The main power station for this sector of the city.
Okay,
Oh, the
so
city, no.
Yeah,
completely
like there's not like a generator for this building. It was hooked up to like the city's central power, and
So
there's
it's just not. I was picturing it localized to the building,
No.
being that they just cut it off at the end, but they cut it off at the source.
yeah. It's just like if you invaded a city, normally you would cut power just by targeting the station, not like
Gotcha.
the lines leading into buildings individually.
Such heresy! They interfluxed the vital blow of the Omnissiah's blood through the city.
They cut the life of the machine spirits.
Heretics are clever, if completely evil. They did not cut power at end point. They blanketed darkness on the entire section of city.
Right,
We would have
going
to
in.
repair main station.
Right, ain't got time for that. So going in blind. Is there anything else I want to do a perception or whatever check you like to see if there's anything else useful there, or if it's just like a desk with some tablets or whatever, and there's something else. If there's a drawer or like a cabinet that I could poke around in or anything like that, or
You find a
if I can even a gun,
Oh,
a
yeah,
knife,
yeah. 1 sec.
a fucking combi tool for the tech priest.
No, not that. 1 sec. You find a truncheon.
Hey, what's that? Like
Club.
a club?
Yep.
That's a wacky stick.
Yep. Low tech, melee, 1d10 impact, primitive. Primitive
I'll do
7.
another check on the scanner. Now that we're in here.
Yes.
For the sake of it.
Go ahead and give me that check. I think it gives you plus 20 for using the scanner.
While he's poking around, I'm gonna hand this to the tech priest and be like, right, look, they get close to you, you whack them with this.
I'll take it.
You have a
Give him
truncheon.
tech priest.
Clip it onto something and just keep.
It's
going like that.
it's basically a police baton.
Yeah.
I already got a chainsaw, so fuck a truncheon.
Modius, you begin inspecting the scanner. My internet connection is unstable, so just a heads up. You begin inspecting the scanner, and as you're dialing in and refining for this building, at the same time that a ping appears on the Auspex screen, you hear a whisper in the back of your skull. Over here. And just dead above you.
Like literally right above me.
Like where you're standing in the building, like not directly above you.
Not like like
no,
face to my
The Auspex.
I was about to scream really loud.
No.
Where,
He's like batted onto the ceiling.
yeah, right.
No, the Auspex indicates it's about 30 meters above you.
All right, I'm gonna relay that just the same. We've got a ping here. We're close. This is the right building, obviously. We need to go up.
Right. So how many floors would a Pen 3 sniper rifle punch through?
1.
Oh, okay.
Still
So we move
bullets.
up-
Meters,
So
that's
we
more
move
than
up to
one.
the second floor and then shoot up another
Yeah.
floor.
40 meters, that's
The
like the top
floor,
level.
honestly, the floors are metal. It wouldn't go through a floor.
Okay, never mind.
This is
I was thinking
imperial.
like,
This is imperial construction. If it was like one of the wood houses, yeah, you'd probably go through like 2 floors.
I was gonna say, all right, everybody point up and shoot until I ain't got no bullets left.
Again, Barbosa.
Right.
They know we're here.
We know they're here. Even
Right.
footing. How
So
many
can-
of them? You know how many there are? With your third eye, what can you see? Can you see through the walls?
I can hear voices.
How many voices?
I can't tell.
1.
Oh, it was one. I
Yeah.
had the impression there was several.
It's
Just
the
one.
one. It's the one voice that you heard earlier.
Okay,
Just the one voice? Well, we got them then.
for now, just the
Look.
one.
I'm gonna go in, I'm gonna plug them a couple times, and then you all just open fire, and you just keep shooting till there ain't much of him left. And then we light them on fire. We're gonna have to find some way to burn them. Burning them's the best way.
Right. Well, seems we might well take the direct approach because all this sneaking around and poking around isn't gonna
Right now, I'm gonna sneak up on
take
them.
advantage.
I'm gonna sneak up on them, and I'm gonna find them before y'all, right?
You can't sneak up on someone that knows you're here.
Oh, yes, you can. I do it all the time, mate.
Oh, you have?
They know you're here, but they don't know where you are here. You can make them think you're one place. They know you're here, maybe. They don't see me so well, you see. So I'm going to let them think you're one place. And I'm going to be creeping around in here. And once they find you, I'm going to stick a gun right to the back of their head. And I'm going to blow their fucking cap off.
We'll do it. Let's get to it.
Right,
Had
so
enough of this.
Y'all go searching around. I'll have eyes. Yeah, I'll have eyes. I'm going to go a little bit ahead.
How dark is it in here?
It's pitch black.
Are we like done? All right.
It's pitch black.
I've got
it's
the
not-
visors, and I think Lothos does too, right?
I lied.
Okay.
It's not pitch black. There is some ambient light coming in through the windows. Evening has approached quickly.
Is this like moonlight?
No, it is. The sun is definitely beginning to set.
It's
It's
like
setting very quickly.
6 p.m. in the fall.
Yeah.
Okay then. So
So there is some ambient light. It's tinged. It looks like the clouds have broken a little bit, so it's tinged this sort of burnt gold, just sort of contrasting with this pale, fleshy fungus growing on everything. The fungus almost seems to recoil, but not enough to be like, there's no weakness to sunlight. There we go.
I'm gonna say, Roy, so anything goes sideways, we're gonna meet back here. Don't go running out down the street. We meet back here, you hold it. This desk here, you kick it over if you got to, you hold the ground. Until until it's too late, then you do fuck off. If you're all dead, I'm gonna fuck off too. But this is where we meet back up. If we get separated.
Modis is sitting there like with the pistol in hand, just trying to soak up as much as he could. Because again, this is, first time territory. Imagine.
What's even scarier is this is what you could become.
Oh yeah, that's
Like, if you let it
Fucking
slip
crazy.
for 1 second, this could be you, and these guys could be hunting you down.
well. That part I'm used to, I suppose. Not, I don't know if "used to" is the right term for it, but the constant threat and the constant fear is not the first time that I've seen before. This crazy shit popping up in the back of my head.
Yeah.
That's what's got me on edge.
Like, as a navigator, you know the dangers of the warp, but
Oh, sure.
experiencing them,
Yeah.
completely different.
okay then. I guess let's move on up and take care of this problem. One
So
floor
I'd
at a time, I'm
say-
assuming, going up the stairs. clearing them.
I was going
Yeah.
to say a specific prayer just at the realizing the effects of the power being cut. And then just when you're saying we're ready to move, I'm just going to check my weapon, make sure it's good to go. Just nod. Someone must make them pay for the silence of the spirits.
When I see the tech priest like praying and checking his weapon, I'm gonna go, Roy, you bless me gun, yeah, yeah. Make
You know
me
That's the
what?
thing.
Fuck it. At
That's
this point,
that's actually
No,
a
that's like
thing.
really in the
Yeah.
40k lore. Like you would
Okay, in
actually
that
want
case-
the priest to bless your
Um,
weapon.
Yeah, one sec.
I'll fucking bless our guns if you really can. Do
Like
it.
what most tech priests
I was
spend like
prepared
their
to,
whole
like,
lives
since-
do.
if this is a legit thing, great. But I was going to be sincere about doing what you wanted this time, unlike with the microbead.
So like what most tech priests would do their whole life, right? Like most tech priests, maybe they go and there's like one generator and they just spend like 400 years praying over that generator and listening to how that generator's running and knowing that one, like they literally are like, no, to everybody else in the Imperium, technology is magic. A gun is a fucking magical thing. You put these magic things in there and you pull a trigger and it goes boom and then things die. Like there's no understanding of technology. Like we understand like in our world, okay, there's a chemical reaction, there's gunpowder. No, it's fucking magic. And the tech priests are like they're like magicians. Like they're a priest. They literally like have tapped into this holy power. So like you would want them to pray over like your watch, your fucking doorbell, your fucking gun, like everything possible. The tech priests are the only ones that are even allowed to touch it. Like me, if I were to go and like fiddle with a gun in front of you or like mess with technology in front of you, you would probably get offended. Because like who am I to touch the holy body of the Omnissiah?
I've a couple times been offended at some suggestions with the car already, but
That's
Uh,
intentional.
straight up,
Very good.
yeah, no, that's
Yeah. You can do a blessing. It's a full ritual kind of thing, so it would take a couple minutes, but you could do it.
yeah. I mean, at this point, I don't
Yeah,
know
so
how much time it takes to hit everybody, but
You take out a small sensor and light the instance and begin the techno-binary chatter as Barbosa holds out his sniper rifle, and you let the fumes sort of waft down into the steel as you place a sigil of oil upon the purity seal placed upon it, ensuring true shot and that the machine spirit achieves its purpose, fulfilling out its mechanical destiny.
When he does the little sigil, I'm gonna turn and put my arm out and be like, "Yeah, get me arm too, yeah."
That's a different
mechanical
blessing.
arm.
That's going to be a different 10 minutes. I'm dead ass.
Well,
You
I
have to
don't
stop
mind.
this ritual, go to the next one.
Like Barbosa actually has like a lot of respect for tech priests because they're so rare. I figure out in the frontier worlds, and they're like the only people who can fix anything. So like I figure like he actually really respects them. So like he's down if everybody else is down, but everybody else might
I'm
just
not
have to
down.
sit there and watch me fucking like Roy and just like holding out my arm.
I get the wanting to get the blessings, but we can't just sit here all night. I won't be slaughtered just waiting for you to get all your blessings on all your tech. We need to move.
you may very well be slaughtered without them.
Oh, you should get blessings too, Roy.
We very well may get slaughtered with him.
You should get that
We
last.
will get slaughtered if we sit here.
Can you do like a group blessing, Roy? Where you get everybody's put in a big pile?
Just wrap it all up into one.
You got like a squirt bottle full of holy oil.
Fucking
Alright.
super soak that shit, man. Come on.
No,
Put my arm in there.
no, you can't do that.
Not exactly how it works.
There used to be an ability called Tech Priest's Blessing. I'm guessing that's what you're going for, Zach.
No, I was just doing this in character. I don't expect
Oh.
any kind of bonuses necessarily. This is just something.
I also
yeah.
wasn't expecting there to be a mechanical difference. I just thought, yeah, it makes sense.
No, let me double check because I'm pretty sure there is something called Tech Priest's Blessing.
Thought we were just all gonna get blessings on our guns, just to follow the faith and everything.
it just makes sense, like to
No, yeah.
if like we had like a cleric in the party, it would be like I'd probably be asking him to do a blessing too. Well, I think my character's more actually kind of he doesn't believe in the Omni side, but he respects the tech priest probably more than he respects the ecclesiarchal priests, who seem a little crazy to him.
Yeah.
But tech priests have demonstrable magic powers.
They do.
Yeah.
Yeah, do you guys want to wait for all your weapons to be blessed? I know, Modius, you're like, no, fuck that.
I'll wait.
I mean, I've started. I'm gonna go until I'm out of things that people are offering to me.
Okay, it's going to be, for the weapons, it's going to be like 20 minutes.
I have a special ability. I don't know if this would apply or not, but a Frontier World character gains a +20 bonus to tech use test when
No.
applying a personal weapon
This
modification.
is religious shit.
Okay, so never mind.
You
So I get
know.
religion, I guess, but I mean, I'm just on edge from.
No,
from
you make
hearing-
sense. But I've
No.
moved from concern to in need of faith to righteous anger. So I'm
Fair.
all about this.
What are you doing during this 20 minutes, Modius?
After getting the ping and after like literally, I'll probably while the tech priest Phalos is doing his thing to whomever is not getting their weapon blessed. I just want to stay by the side asking them, like, is there any way to rush this? Why are we sitting here in the building that was speaking to us? We need to move. This is it's sitting so heavy on my mind. Everything that I've been hearing, everything that I've been saying, everything that I saw over the last hour. We need to move. And it's 20 minutes, I suppose, won't be horrible, but anything more than that, like, it's gonna.
Okay.
Start losing it.
And then did you want to do cybernetics for blessings?
No, I'm not gonna wait. I'd
What about
rather
the
just.
rest, what about the rest of you?
I don't have any cybernetics.
I definitely
blessed.
want my arm blessed. So
At
Tech
that point,
priest.
after having my gun blessed, I'm gonna get
Yeah.
just check it out and just get move on.
If he's got an arm, then I'll hit myself too.
2 hours later.
Right?
Yeah, but when it starts to get dark, I'm gonna put on my fucking
Yeah.
visor at this
Yeah,
point.
I've got my.
If you guys
I
are
will have
gonna
already.
do blessings till, if you guys are gonna do cybernetic blessings, it's gonna be till dark.
Okay.
I just want my arm and my pistol. That's it. There's 2 things.
Yeah, it's just, you know, the amount of time needed to
Yeah.
set all this.
No,
shit
fair
up.
enough. I'm just saying, like, I'm not getting my sniper rifle or the auto pistol, just the hand cannon, and then my arm. Those are the
Okay.
only 2 things I want blessed.
I'm just gonna pull out like a coin or something and just start filling it with my hand.
Unless he's just doing the big pile thing.
Okay.
Sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off a little.
No.
Oh, no worries. Yeah. I'm trying to avoid hearing anything else. I'm
Okay.
fully spooked at this point.
I need you to give me an awareness check. -20.
Who's that?
Everybody or just
Just Modius.
okay.
The rest of you are busy.
Mm-hmm. He's standing watch. Good.
How did they die? Well, you see.
What happened was,
No, that's a
okay.
fail.
All right. As you're sitting there flipping this imperial coin, listening to the rain outside, listening to the tech priests babble, and these guys, they're constant just talking and chattering, and they don't understand. They don't understand what's here. It's whispering. It's here. It's listening. It's watching. Where before the influence was like a slow creeping rot, I need you to make a willpower check.
Straight.
1 second.
Meanwhile, in the background.
Right?
Why was that sound necessary? That
Okay.
was always my-
Yeah, it's gonna be flat. 31. It is an opposed willpower check, though.
So you have your hand cannon. I have my sniper rifle.
Oh my!
Yes.
You destroy the demon immediately.
No, that's not good.
That's not good.
Uh,
Oh no.
Post?
Yeah, it was opposed for a fucking psychic power. I'm pretty sure that's
So at that
Perils.
point, higher
I'm
is
pretty
better?
sure that's Perils of the fucking Warp.
Oh shit! Fucking the whole
Yeah, I gotta
building
read over it real
explodes.
quick.
Oh,
See,
no.
he's witch. Determined psychic strength. Psi rating.
Fucking
He's still gonna
witches
fail
and
with that.
Explodes. Whoa.
Now you guys get to learn the pleasures that is Perils of the Warp. Like it's basically like every
God.
psyker is.
Oh, trust me, I read over that. That shit is fucked up.
Yeah, it's like every single psyker is like the whatchamacallit from D&D. The wild, the fairy
The
fucking
surge
Wild
magic, yeah.
yeah, like that. It's like every psyker is that. Just like randomly might turn into a demon all of a sudden. Or might summon demons.
Only
or might
most of
cause a
it's worse,
thunderstorm.
yeah.
There's like a homebrew thing that's got, I think it's like 10,000 different outcomes for it instead of just 100.
Yeah.
This is fucking wild. It's like, and then your skin turns into metal. Like, or every 1d10 people around you grow feathers.
Then the entire top level of the building just explodes.
Okay. Yeah, he has to roll on the psychic phenomena table.
Fuck.
So
So,
69. Nice.
Nice.
Tech scorn. Oh wow. Okay.
Come on.
So the machine spirits reject these unnatural ways. All unwarded technology within 5d10 meters malfunctions momentarily. All ranged weapons jam. Each character, including the psyker within that range with cybernetic implants, must pass an ordinary +10 toughness test or suffer 1d5 rending damage, ignoring toughness bonus and armor.
Do you see how smart it was to bless the
Holy
weapons?
shit.
Look, I didn't even know that was coming.
Did we just get saved because we blessed our shit?
Yeah, so your shit's blessed. So
not mine.
yeah,
So
so
you're
your
gonna-
weapons,
Not mine.
it's gonna clear the blessing, but it's not jammed. 5d10 meters, so hold on.
Well, the jam. I can
24
Well, the tech
meters.
priest might die right now.
The tech priest might just fucking
Um,
explode.
Has a stroke. Just.
So yeah, I need you to make a toughness test, +10.
The tech priest, well, you see, he fucking died. All of his cybernetic.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, so you actually managed to keep control over your implants. They spasm and jerk. You feel the neural implant seize, and there is a searing pain throughout your implants as the weak flesh is momentarily almost shredded just by the power of these mechanical implants, but you enforce your will back over them and cajole the machine spirits back under your control. The rest of you see just your las pistol for just fizzles, and there's a puff of smoke as the pack charge in it is just depleted instantly. You'll have to change it. None of the rest of you have weapons that would be affected by tech. I'm not going to say your fucking sniper rifle magically jams, because that doesn't make sense.
But my arm would be good because
Your arm... Oh, shit. No, I need you to make a toughness check.
even though I got it blessed.
I was gonna say I don't know when we.
Oh,
how far into that blessing we were,
yeah.
so-
Do a toughness test, but do +30.
Okay.
Got this.
Don't jinx me. Let's
I
knock
love
on wood immediately. Good enough.
All right.
I made myself tough for a fucking reason.
Yeah, you
Yep.
managed to exert control over your own arm as well. Yours is not as religious. Yours is more, fuck you, this is my arm. But it works.
The second my arm spasms, whether the blessing's finished or not, do I feel anything else, or is it just like all of a sudden my arm starts acting funky?
Just that.
I'm gonna.
Modeus, you're going to center in on this. Oh, wait, shit. What was your... Oh, yeah, I failed. You feel this sort of psychic probe attempts to pierce through into your consciousness, but you just, maybe just because you're being on edge, you manage to throw up your own sort of walls against this attack, and the psychic backlash, you're able to follow the trace and flow of the warp back to its source and see sort of almost blended into this fungal stairway is just this humanoid shape quickly darting back up the stairs.
There.
If he points, I'm going.
Yeah, I
You
was
guys
gonna
are
say,
running?
like, I'm
Yeah,
this
so,
already.
little private thing I've got.
The second my arm started twitching, I spun up from whatever I was doing. If I was looking at the tech priest, my gun's in my hand and I'm pointing it, looking around like. And if he says go and he points, I'm fucking darting.
Okay,
Yeah.
so you're running. Phalos is running.
I'll
Um,
also go.
I have a
Lothos is
special
running.
ability that allows me to, let's see, what is it? Move and shoot once per round after performing a move action. A Desperado character may perform a single standard attack with the pistol weapon he is currently wielding as a free action. So I'm going to run my full distance, which is 24 meters.
Okay.
So I don't know if that catches me or puts me in line of sight or not on that person.
So you're going to be charging up the stairs, and as the rest of you are sort of moving to react, Modius, as you're pointing out this fleeing figure, Lothos and Phalos, as you guys are sort of reacting, Barbosa is already halfway across this entryway, charging up the stairs, weapon drawn, and I'll give you a shot.
Okay. So I'm gonna make a shot with my
It will be.
hand cannon.
He's a difficult target because you're going up a spiral staircase. You're running, so it's going to be minus 15.
Minus 15. Okay,
Yes.
so what I'm just gonna do then, so standard actions plus 10, just normal. So I'm just gonna roll a standard ballistic skill, and then it'll be plus, or it'll be minus 5, I think, on my ballistic skill.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah, because I'm not gonna have the chance to aim because I'm using my whole action to move. Would I have to use my entire run to catch him, or could I use like a charge or something like that and still, or like a full move? How far is he from me?
He's moving, and he knows the building. The fact that you're just so fucking fast.
Do I have to use a full action or a half action to catch him?
You'd have to use a full action.
Full action. Okay, so I'll just use it. So it'd be minus 5 on my ballistic skill.
Okay.
Which is going to be a 38.
Okay. That'll hit. Roll for placement.
Which is what, 1d10 or
D100.
d100? So it's like a leg, I think.
What's the number?
91.
91. Yeah, 91 is going to be his left leg. Roll for damage.
And then so I'm going to just use the gear for that. Damage.
6 impact pin 2. Okay. Yeah, you're going to see a figure running up the stairway and turn a corner. As he's turning, you're almost lost sight of his figure. You're running up the stairway, coming around the sort of curve. You just whip out with his hand cannon and wing a shot out, and you see just a chunk, probably about the size of a fist, just get blown out from where presumably this person's thigh is. There's just a splatter of what might be blood. It's almost black, and there's the putrid smell that comes out as soon as this blood is spilled makes you gag. Even after taking the shot, like you almost just puke all over the place. It just smells like rotten bile and blood that's just been festering in the sun. The target does not slow down and continues out of sight.
Okay, well, that's the end of my turn.
What are you planning to continue after? Are you planning to wait for everyone?
Oh, I'm definitely chasing that thing.
Okay.
So
In that case, let's get initiative going. So everyone roll a d10.
Also was wondering if my what's it called, my quick draw ability would have came in handy there, but it seems like it's a little bit too late.
Quick draw. You can draw as a free action.
Mm-hmm.
It's not jammed. You could try to take a shot. It would be a hard shot to take. You probably
I have quick draw too, actually.
Your weapon is jammed though.
Yeah.
Oh, good point.
I would still attempt that shot with my sniper rifle at this
Okay.
point because
It's gonna
I
be-
don't have the speed, but I do have the accuracy.
It's gonna be minus 20.
Minus 20.
And then a standard action gives you +10. Or a standard, so it'd be -10.
It's -10. That there, that there. So it's a straight roll at that point. Considering it's a sniper rifle and I get the accurate ability of it.
That's only if you aim.
Don't get
You have to
okay.
spend half a turn aiming.
Okay, then I would have to just shoot then.
Yep.
How close is this individual? Or just don't even count the short range?
What's short range?
Short range is within my shooting distance, which is 200 meters.
You're definitely.
And redefine status. And modifier -20. Click. Nah.
All right.
Fucking miss.
As you're charging up the stairs, Barbosa, you hear the crack of Lothos's rifle and see some of this sort of paneling on the stairway railing. It's just decorative. You can see through it, fucking whatever. Just shatters as this round pierces through. It's still wide of you. You know that it wasn't going to hit you either way.
Mm-hmm.
But okay, so Lothos, go ahead and give me a D10 for initiative. Okay, so it's going to be Lothos, Modius, me, and then we'll just do Phalos Barbosa. So Lothos, you just fired off your shot. Barbosa is up the stairway. What would you like to do?
At this point, I'm just going to start running up there as well, because I can't obviously shoot at this guy at this point, so I just need to start moving. So I'm going to try to catch up with Barbosa at this point.
Are you trying to charge? Because you're about, okay, you're going to charge, and that's 18. What's your charge speed?
My charge speed is 9. I
9?
could run, which is meh, but yeah, charging in.
Okay. 9 meters, we'll just round up to 10. You're able to get most of the way up the stairway to see where Barbosa is.
Just so you know, I ran 24 meters.
Yeah, he was closer, and he's just closer.
Okay, got it. I just wanted to make sure that you. Yeah, I just want to make sure that.
No, because he was off because you guys were doing the cybernetics, so he had already distanced himself from you and the tech tourist.
Fair enough.
Sorry. We'll bring that up in decompression. So yeah, you're able to see where he is, and that putrid just cloud of rot is hitting you as well, and it's rough. It's a rough stench, but probably pretty trackable.
Do we need to take toughness checks, or are we okay?
No, it's bad, but I mean, it's not gonna like injure you or like you're in a fucking firefight. Like you'll deal with the smell after. You're probably not gonna die.
Fair enough.
Anything else, Lithos?
That would be it.
Okay. Modis.
So at this point, I saw the thing dart up out of sight.
Yep.
All right, so just gonna run, 18 meters and try and catch up as I can.
Okay.
Will that get me? How far will that get me? Same.
How many meters?
18.
18.
Total.
Yeah, you're gonna be right up with them. For that.
Now, for the record, the navigator powers, are they a full action to engage?
What does it say under their description? Because I think each one has their own stats.
The one I'm looking at just asks for an opposed willpower test, but it doesn't say an
Okay.
action.
Well, what is it? Is it Balefly?
It's held in my gaze, like
Held in my gaze.
like a whole person kind of thing.
You don't see him. He's already darted around the corner. But we'll say that if it doesn't say, we'll go by rule of cool. I'd say for that, probably your full action.
Okay, I'll look it up while we're rolling through. But for now, I'll just take a full action to run.
Okay. And then me. What am I gonna do?
By the way, Joe, do you have a utility mechadendrite and an optical mechadendrite, or just an optical mechadendrite?
My choices were the optical or the servo skull, and I went with the optical mechanandrite,
Okay,
which
so
is classed as a utility one, but I don't have the arm.
okay, because you get to choose. I was just wondering because I was just gonna say if you did have the utility, it has a combi tool built in.
Ah.
Just FYI.
He, the guy, the creepy guy, is gonna be creeping.
Be creeping. Oh no.
And
As behooves a creepy
Gotta be
guy.
creeping. I've been creeping around here for a while.
Barbosa, give me an awareness check.
Any bonuses or negatives or anything? Does the smell make it easier to follow him or?
No, straight.
Okay, well I don't have awareness.
It's
So.
it's for
Awareness or
sight.
perception?
Um,
I think awareness is supposed to be more like getting
Yeah.
ambushed or hidden.
go ahead, perception.
Okay, so no modifiers. Hey.
Okay. As you're keeping an eye out, you see him still bleeding heavily, just this shambling pale white shape shuffling across a corridor. And as it's going, you see it raise a twisted and mangled arm and fire off a shot at you. It misses,
Oh yes.
and it continues to run. Next, Phalos.
I will be running in full speed, which looks like 18 meters.
Okay. What are you doing with your ritual gear?
That is still out, isn't it? Got me torn.
Just imagine like a dial-up modem chasing me in battle.
It's terrifying.
That's the call of battle of the mechanic.
I guess for a little context, is this? I mean, it's significant, but how
It would-
replaceable is it?
It would take half an action to pick it up and gather all your stuff.
Yeah, let's just pick up my stuff then,
Okay.
because I want to go get this person. Because I've been violated on a level I can't even describe. But I will pick up my stuff and then move.
It only gets worse.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. So, how far are you moving?
As far as I can, half an action.
That's just space.
That's a
Yeah.
Half move is 3.
Yeah. So 3 meters. You're going to be almost to the foot of the stairs,
Okay.
Pretty slow like always.
gimping along.
Got a bad leg. And assuming it moved before me, so I can't see him, right?
No.
I mean, yeah, I wouldn't expect to.
You can't even see the rest of the party due to the spiral of the staircase.
Then that's me for now.
All right. Back to the top. Look though, or no,
Get my second-
Barbosa.
Yeah, I was gonna say yeah. How can I can still see them? Because obviously they
He's turned a
Shoot at me.
corner. He has, yeah. So you saw him scutter across this hallway, essentially, and take the shot at you. He has left a sizable trail that is easy to follow. You're about like 2 meters from the corner he turned. Like he was close.
okay, so I'm going to use. Okay, so if my full move, or my half move is 2 meters, can I use like 2 meters of it and then maintain the fact that I could use like another 2 meters and still only use half a move? Like, do I have to? Can I use it? Like I don't have to. Can I go to the corner basically, and then still have 2 meters left to move one way or the other if it's only 2 meters away, so I can look down that alley, like down that hall?
Are you concerned about cover?
Yeah, basically, I want to like go and duck up to the corner of the wall and then look down the hall and see if I can see him.
I will say if you want to like bridge the gap, there will be an extension of just the architecture like that you could hide behind for the same amount of cover.
Okay, now
So
I'm
I'm pretty
confused.
sure movement in 40K has to be like, this is the movement that I'm moving. I am moving it now. I would have to double check that. Let me just check that real quick.
Yeah, I just want. I don't know if I can move 2 meters,
Yeah.
look as like, and then move another 2 meters to like whatever. But I'm just thinking. So describe for me the scene. So I'm imagining we're coming up to like the first floor
Yeah.
or whatever,
So
and
you're
then like there's
coming.
a landing off to my like right hand side. I'm assuming.
Yeah, you're coming up to this floor, and yeah, there's as it spirals, there's a little exit area. The stairs are very large. It's not like a single person stairway. Like you could probably fit 4 or 5 people across just
Okay,
going
so
upwards.
built for a lot of people. Got it.
Yes, it is the main thoroughfare for this building aside from the lifts. The lifts are probably for important people, not just the common rabble. So there's a large way you brace off, and it's similar to the ground below. There seems to be a open area around here that is surrounded by walls, essentially closing it off and then allowing people to exit this area to disperse to whatever is on this level. So think of it like a shape like this, and you're at a point on the side where it could exit off, and that's where you saw him dash down.
Okay, so I want to use half my turn, whether or not I get another 2 meters or whatever, and whatever.
You want to move up to the corner? Cool.
I want to move up to the corner and look around the corner and see if I see him.
You see some fucked up shit. So as you turn, you see that this shell is just a shell. This is actually a very large open area. Whether or not it was open before, it doesn't seem to be. It seems like they've cleared out all the walls on this entire level and made it this large open area. And you see chained to supports of the building are these wiggling, pale, what look like people. As you're looking through your optic, trying to get eyes on this witch, you focus in on one of the bodies and see that their eyes have rotted out and grown with these mushrooms that from their mouths expunge a torrent of creeping fungus that seem to twitch and burrow into their skin. The people are emitting low moans and wails, and in the middle, kneeling, rocking back and forth, you see a pale skeletal figure, eyes sunken in but burning with the warp and hatred, a sickening just stream of mucus and blood and bile emanating from the nose and mouth, eyes crusted with orange and green, just gunk, the fingernails long, pallid, twitching as it clutches what looks to be a tarnished auto pistol, probably the one he shot at you with, and on the other hand, a shaking something, twitching, moving, whispering.
Right, so I'm immediately going to kneel down. I'm going to use my quick draw talent to sling my rifle off my shoulder, pull it up. How far away would you say that thing is? Not
He's about 20 meters.
20 meters, excellent. That counts as like close range. I get a plus 30. I'm going to, yeah, I'll just go ahead and, I can't aim. I won't hold off for an,
Remember, you took half your action.
Yeah, no, I could aim with the other half of my action and then use the next turn to shoot and then wait for everybody to catch up. Does it seem like it knows that I'm there, or if it's trying to move, or does it seem like it's like stuck where it is?
You have no idea.
Yeah, fuck it, I'm gonna shoot. My character's gonna shoot.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna go ahead and not aim, just do a standard attack, plus 10. So let me see here. I clicked it. Oh, there it is. No aim, point blank, standard attack. No any extra modifiers or anything, or not?
You're gonna get a -10.
Minus 10.
Okay. As the shot rings out, you know this is dead on. You got this thing in your fucking crosshairs. You pull the trigger, say a quick oath followed by a fuck you, and the bullet hits one of the chained figures, just blowing out the side of the rib cage as the thing lets out a final scream and stops moving. The creature, the witch, stops shaking and twitching and turns and raises those burning eyes towards you. And you see just a smile begin to stretch across the face, stretching wider and wider until the lips split and begin to tear. Anything else?
Anything else?
So I was on point to shoot her, but somehow miraculously
Yes.
missed, basically.
Yes.
And it hit one of the things on the posts instead.
Yes.
Got it. Okay, so my secondary action, or what I'm going to do then, once that happens, I'm going to use my free action to quick draw my pistol. Not my
Yeah, the auto pistol.
hand cannon, but the auto pistol from my back. Like I kind of keep it tucked in my back, small in my back. And I have ambidextrous and 2 weapon wielders, so it's only a -10.
Okay.
So, I'm going to go ahead and do and plus it's a standard attack, so I think it's just going to be a flat roll to hit with that.
It's going to be a -10 as well for the difficulty.
So fuck that. I'm going to go ahead and do, so no aim. I'm going to do, it's point blank. Or hang on, what's the range on this thing? 30. How long did you say it was?
20.
20, okay, so it's short range. And then it's going to be a full auto attack,
Okay.
which is -10. And then you said it's -10 on top of that?
Yes.
Oh,
no.
You want to use that fate point?
what do I get to do with it?
Wow.
Reroll? What is the fate point? I forget what the fate points do now.
Fate point can allow you to re-roll. It can allow you to add a degree of success, or it can allow you to add a +10.
Like,
I'm
you're
going to
gonna
use it to re-roll.
Okay.
I
That's
think that's gonna
probably,
be-
yeah.
You're
Probably
gonna want to
this.
do that.
That's going to be
seems like
that
the right thing
one.
to do.
That's going to
Let
be
me-
that one.
Let me mark. So what is this threshold thing?
Your
How does-
threshold is not going to go down. It's just going to be
So just
-1.
my current.
Yep.
So go down to 3. And then let me re-roll this auto. So hit. So it's going to be no aim, short range, full auto attack
That 100. No.
with
That
an
pistol almost
additional
exploded.
minus
It
10.
did.
That piece of shit.
Okay.
Okay. You're not going to hit. But
Gonna
At
explode.
least it doesn't. I don't
Yeah.
lose my second
yeah.
hand.
So as you see, as you're
Yeah.
sort of kneeled down, you take the shot, you see the bullet just leave and just punch out the ribcage of one of these tethered beings. You just sort of curse and chamber the casing out, stand up, and just let out a sweep like you're in that fucking shitty movie Wanted where you're trying to bend the bullet. Just with what basically equates to space Glock as you just do a spray. And the bullets go wide, shattering the windows across and letting sort of just the air blow in. Maybe even clearing that putrid smell for a second.
See, I could have been outside sniping.
You actually could have.
Damn it.
I know. Anything else?
I'm gonna say fuck, and that'll be about it.
Okay.
Yeah. Oh,
I have no
okay.
movement or other options available to me, so
Yeah. Lothos.
I guess Lothos will be coming around at this point. Is there enough room in the doorway for him to
Yeah,
actually?
it's
shoot?
big.
Okay, so Lothos at this point is pretty much, once he gets over there, he's actually going to aim and fire at this individual, not knowing what just happened with all of his shots.
Can you move, aim, and fire all in the same turn?
I'm not aiming. I'm just
Oh,
firing.
you're just
That's
okay.
fine. Yeah.
You're just essentially moving up to that corner with Barbosa peeking around, saying
Mhm.
"fuck that" and shooting.
Yeah, I have an idea at least where he's shooting from, but yeah, pretty much.
As soon as you peek around that corner, you're gonna see what he's shooting at. I guarantee it.
If you're shooting with a sniper rifle, it's so close range is if it's within your ideal range. If it's less than half, then it's point blank.
Oh shit. Oh great. Oh, that's
So
good to
it'll be
know.
point blank for the sniper rifle.
Okay then. So any minuses to add on to it at the moment?
Yep, -10.
-10. Okay. Just put that there. My hand. Click.
Okay,
There you go.
70.
that'll hit.
And then a sniper rifle for each degree of success up
Every
to 2.
two
It's an extra D. So you're gonna roll
is
3d10.
Is it up to 2 or is it? I thought it was every 2 degrees of success.
Up to 2.
Ah.
So 2 degrees up to 2, up to an additional 2d10. So you got 3 degrees of success. So you're gonna roll an extra d10. So you'll roll 2d10 plus 4. So I would say just roll a 2d10 and then add 4 to it, because it doesn't really work very well on the if you roll it with the weapon.
Okay, 14 damage, pin 3.
Sniper rifles are the shit
All
in
right.
this game.
crazy.
Barbosa, as you sort of let out this sweep with the Glock, you hear Lothos come up to you, brace his sniper rifle against the wall, and you hear the just powerful thud of another slug sending out. You have the exact same inclination, Lothos. You see the round, you're like, yeah, this guy's fucking dead, as the bullet hits another of these tributes. This one just blows in half, just the front and bottom just twisting off and going separate directions. It's beautiful.
How
Lothos
many of
is
these
like,
fucking things are there?
Lothos is gonna like think for a second. Wait, was I aiming for that guy? I don't think I was aiming for that guy.
There are, one sec.
It's too many.
There are 3 left.
There are 3 left.
Okay, so I'm
unload.
gonna roll a just a Lothos logic die, or Lothos, I don't know, Barbosa logic die. Okay, yeah, I fucking figure it out.
Yeah, what'd you figure out?
That we need to shoot the thing. So when it's my turn, I'm gonna cry out to tell everybody to focus on the distraction, the things on the posts, before they attack the witch.
Okay.
Attack the witch. It's still gonna hit those things.
Yeah, but it should be easier to shoot a post than to shoot a witch. I mean, it's like target practice, basically. You have a fight, it like should be an easier shot than trying to shoot the witch.
hmm
And then we can all do one coordinated strike to kill all those things. And then, just, then kill the witch.
Yeah, is that your
But
plan?
that'll be on my turn.
It's a fun plan. Who's next?
I
Modius.
believe that would be
Yeah.
Modius.
What would you like to do?
How long till I can get into view
Range.
range?
If you use what is it? Fucking hold on.
Half move.
Movement.
You could always
Full
charge
move,
into melee.
If you use your full
That might be
movement, you'll be up to where they got off the landing, but not close enough to be at that corner.
So if I charge in, I could take a shock whip attack.
You wouldn't be close enough to hit them.
No, I wouldn't do that. Fuck that. No way, man. I'm gonna take the full move. Get into. I just want to get up to where I can get into view.
You should
Yeah.
run then. If you
If
run,
it's
then
gonna
you should
take
be
it,
able to
then-
get there.
If it's gonna take that, then I'll run. But that would not allow me to do anything else, correct?
You're just if you're just trying to get to everyone else, your full move will get you to where everyone is basically. If
Okay.
you want to charge, I'll say you could even get a little closer to the witch or farther if you want to back up.
If I can get into view and take a shot with my pistol, then that would be the intent.
Is full move half action or full action, boys?
I believe you get like half of your
I do have a
full
quick draw
move
actually
is-
too. So.
I think
That's
your
what I was
full
saying.
move is a half of an action. I think you can move your full movement speed and then like still have half of an action to make an attack, because then there's no point of the run. The run is, I think, if you use your entire action to move, like everything, you don't do anything besides move, is running. Charging is if like you're with a melee attack, you're gonna move a little extra because you're charging into melee. I
Mhm.
think so. Full move must be half of your half action to do move your full move. So I guess you get like 2 moves each of your half movement speed per half action kind of thing. Like you basically get a movement action and then you get an attack action. Like it's almost like you get 2 different moves per turn, and you can sacrifice your attack to run, but like you can't do 2 attacks a turn, I don't think.
Okay.
Okay.
Based off, unless you have skills for it, talents.
I had a thought. I forgot my thought.
I'm gonna
Yeah,
take a
if
full
you-
move up there, and if I can see him, I'm gonna quick draw and take a shot at him.
Yes, you will be flat.
Okay. Miss.
All right. So your shot. As you
How-
guys go ahead.
How far away does that keep me from him? Actually.
If you're at the same place as everyone else, you're all just kind of taking turns poking out behind this corner. Which,
Yeah.
Go for it. You're about 20 meters away from him.
Okay.
Just so you know, weapon skill is for
Yeah.
melee. Ballistic skill
Oh
is
shit!
firearm.
That
Yeah,
wouldn't
go
have
ahead.
changed it.
No, go ahead
No
and reroll.
change.
It's okay.
Oh, okay. That wouldn't have changed it.
Yeah. You guys, Barbosa and Lothos, as you see Modeus come up and peek around the corner, fire off a shot with his las gun, you can't trace the bolt of light. It's instantaneous, but you see the sort of after like light on your eye, just that's left on your retinas from the glow, and it goes wide. It doesn't hit anyone. It just misses.
Does his gun blow up with a 98 or?
No, we're gonna be nice.
I think it jams. Oh no, I don't think las guns can
But
jam.
your gun was already jammed. Can las guns jam? They can jam.
I think they have the reliable trait. They only jam on 100.
But it was the warp.
No, that was before.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that was the
before 'cause I
warp,
didn't
yeah.
get blessed.
But like on a roll, on attack roll,
Well,
I think they only.
He would
Oh,
still have to
jam
unjam the pistol before he could shoot.
Right? Yeah, I never said you did that.
Yeah. I need you to do, actually, before you shoot, I need you to do a tech use check.
Okay.
It's minus 20.
Oh god.
Yeah.
I don't think I can make that.
He
You gotta roll like a
snaps-
1.
He snaps the gun in half. Oh no.
At least it wasn't bad roll. If
Um,
you didn't double.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, you're not going to be able to get the shot off, but it is going to take the rest of your turn to unjam or essentially reconfigure your las pistol.
Sure. Okay.
You gotta restart it. Reboot.
Okay, my turn. Oh shit! I flipped PDF.
As soon as she looks at me, I go, "Oh fuck again."
Okay, you guys are fuck. I should have given him minions. So you know what? He's gonna go for it.
And then we were all mushrooms.
Speak for yourself. I'm at the bottom of the stairs.
You just come upstairs, see a big pile of mushrooms. You're like, well, fuck that. Turn around.
Knew it.
Okay. So his psi rating is 3. He's
Keep in
pushed-
mind, he gets a minus
he's-
10 for being near me.
He's unbound. And he's pushing.
Let me see. Each character within willpower bonus meters of the minus 10 and all charmed is C. Oh, never mind. I don't have the one for that actually affects their powers.
Yeah.
Never- If he was trying to deceive me,
No, actually, he's not going to use that. That power would just straight up fucking kill all of you. He's going to use this instead. So, He's still got to push though.
He biomorphs into a fucking troll or something.
No, he's not a biomancer. He
If he's
does
a pyromancer, we're gonna die.
fuck up though and roll a 92 and get warp shit 69. Nice.
Again.
Tech scream again.
68.
Actually, no. He pushed. So
That makes it worse, doesn't it?
yes, it does. It makes it worse.
That's 10.
Yeah.
Or does it make it into the?
He
warp
gets
phenomena?
perils. No, he gets perils.
Yeah.
So
The fucking what were those things that were the worst back in the day? The banshees or whatever that would fucking.
oh. Okay. We're not gonna do that one.
Hang on, let me see. What was it? What page is it on for the list?
So explain to us what's happening right now.
So essentially, what has happened is the witch has decided that you're gonna fucking kill him. You guys took a huge chunk out of him. You're blowing through his wards. So he's essentially gathering up all of his shit for one final fuck you. That was his intent. So when you're using psychic powers, you have to focus the power, which is where he fucked up because he's an unbound psyker and he was pushing. So he summoned a warp phenomenon, which isn't usually bad. They're usually weird shit. Like that Hoarfrost was warp phenomenon. However, since he pushed, he got a +10, which put him into perils of the warp, which is bad shit. So essentially, he has ripped open the warp in his final endeavor to kill you guys. So we're gonna do Rending the Veil. So as he attempts to pull in this psychic power, the world just goes dead and quiet. There's nothing, and you see just this fizzle of light and dark and color and nothingness lightning its way behind this thing, like a dull knife ripping through the blanket of the real and unreal. From within this cascading madness, you see faces and voices and things with too many eyes who know too many things, who were there when you were born and were there when you're dead, even though you still breathe and beat. As the witch lets out this scream, you see these talons reach forward out of this veil and just drag this thing back into it as it tries to resist before there's a snap of the vacuum closing back up. A shockwave blows you all off your feet. The windows all shatter across this building. There's a smell of rot and burning. As you look to where the pillars were, the people who you hadn't shot through are all shriveled and dry, almost as though they've been mummified. The fungal growths on them crackling and blowing away like ash in the breeze through the windows. The innate feeling of dread from the psyker is gone. The absolute fucking terror you all just experienced has not. I need you guys to test against fear.
How do that do now?
Yeah. I'm looking it up.
Hey, just to triple check, because it sounds big enough to have impacted me at the bottom of the stairs. I was impacted at the bottom of the stairs?
You actually would be okay, because you didn't see it.
Oh.
I just remembered the fucking Mechanicus is still on the first floor. You haven't made it up here.
Okay,
let's
it's a
see
willpower
here.
test at -10.
Oh.
Well, I need to get under a 23.
All right,
Goodness, I didn't see that.
Modeus, you're okay.
Surprisingly. I'm a hardened fucking vet after all this other shit that's been happening.
After seeing this bullshit.
22.
Minus 10.
I'm
Do
gonna
I
lose-
get any bonuses from my special thing or not?
Yes, plus 10.
So
Plus
just
50.
flat.
Yeah, plus 10, because this was fucked up shit.
anything from Jaded or no? This
So
is
I'll
just
just-
No, this was beyond being
Got it.
jaded.
And I'm gonna use my last fate point and up that
Okay.
by 20 points.
Okay,
Fingers crossed.
that's good. You still fail, unfortunately. Or no.
Did my roll go through? 'Cause
Yours
it says that-
yours just went through,
Okay.
Barbosa. I think you failed.
Yeah, I did.
And
It was
then
just a plus 10. Yeah, I failed.
Holy
Lothos,
What the fuck?
what's your target?
My target
Zero.
would have been
If
Yeah,
you
for
hover
some
over,
reason,
it does
0.
the math.
I
50.
passed it because I rolled a 4, but still, like
Yeah.
my target was 42.
Okay. So
I did plus and that fucked it up somehow.
Barbosa, you failed by 2 degrees.
Yeah, just over 2 degrees of
Okay.
success.
Nice.
Oh. Okay. So as you see this rip into the warp, which is literally just what you guys saw, was
Oh, so-
a singular second rip into horror, essentially.
Could explain why I passed, actually.
Yeah. You fucking panic. Like you're like, nope, fuck this, done, bye, and just run back down the stairs. Since you guys are out of combat, we're not going to go through the snap out of it and all that bullshit. But like, you are that. Nope, that's above my pay grade. Fuck that.
Hey, we got rid of the witch. We got rid of the witch. We're done. We're good. We did it. Which
I'm just gonna say, as soon as like that all happens, I'm gonna say, Roy, and I'm gonna turn around like heel to toe, just like military turnaround, and fucking bolt back down out of the building. Just fucking, I'm gone. I don't need to be here no more. I need to go back to the big knives, get in the car, and I need to smoke some cigarettes and probably do some drugs. Actually, you know what? 1 second.
Actually, I have drugs.
Let's
What
do
does
all the
slot
hard
do?
shit
I
now.
can't remember what
Slot
does.
is like for combat.
I know, but I think it prevents fear, which it might make sense for my character to be like, Roy, fuck that, and just slam a fucking injector into his
Yeah,
neck.
hold on. Slot, increase agility and perception by 3, minus 20 to agility and perception.
Okay, never mind. I was looking at for one I was reading, so never mind. Yeah, I'm just booking it. I don't care about loot. I don't care about what's in here. I don't care about clues. I'm out this bitch, and hopefully now she's dead. I can find my way back to them dudes easy. I'm looking for pointy fingers, but I don't know that the pointy fingers don't work anymore. So I'm just running.
Okay. So a few things happen. Barbosa, I need you to roll a d10 for corruption. Ooh. So we'll round that down to 2 corruption points just from witnessing that. The rest of you passed your checks, surprisingly. So as you turn and just push past the tech priest, like, nope, don't do that. Bye. And run back outside. The fog of war is still there, but the feeling is gone. And you look left and you look right, and the street, there's still bodies. They're still up in the swaths, but this sort of feeling of not being able to get your footing and not being able to get your sense of direction is gone. As you look into the sky, you see the now rising moon coming up from whatever direction the moon rises on this planet. And you feel that miasma has dissipated.
Boy. And I'm going to look left. I'm going to look right. I'm going to try and figure out whichever one that it was that I came from. And I'm going to fucking turn in that direction. I'm going to book it that way too. Because fuck all that. witches is one thing. Seeing into other worlds, I don't like that shit.
Okay.
Actually, I'm a root around. So how am I being forced to run away, or like if I
You're
want to root around to
done.
find
You're
something to
done.
like?
You can.
Okay.
You don't have to act it out any more than you want to.
I want to burn that motherfucker down. So my new mission is to
The
find
building?
what the building. I want to burn that whole motherfucker down.
Like the building you were just in.
Yes, I want to burn it down.
Okay.
So
I mean, it was
my
made
new
of metal,
mission
right?
is to find whatever is necessary to burn it down.
Like right now. Right now.
I'll wait for everybody to get out of it. I'm not going to be crazy, but I like while everybody else is doing whatever they're doing in there, they can do whatever they want in there. I'm pumping gas tanks or whatever the fuck, so I can find some shit to burn that fucker down.
Okay.
While they're
Yeah.
finishing up, I'm burning this place down when we're done.
Yeah.
As
What
soon as
are
they're out of there, it's on fire.
What are the rest of you doing?
Um,
You feel the same relief and horror. Actually, I need you two to make insanity d10s.
oh, we gotta make D10s as well.
Yeah, because that, like, the corruption, no. The insanity, yes.
Yeah, insanity
Oh,
can
fuck.
be fixed.
Lothos,
Corruption,
buddy.
uh-oh.
That fucking
All right,
hurts.
Lothos, you gain 5
Yeah.
insanity points.
Damn.
Modius,
Who's
you gain
crazy
2.
now?
Yeah, Lothos, you stared wide-eyed straight on into the pits of hell just now. And it was not chill.
No. No.
Yeah, you're going to need some time to process that.
Doesn't a crit mean that he gets like a temporary disorder or something like that?
Is that for insanity or is that for corruption?
No, I'm looking at it right now. It doesn't. It used to. It used to be that if you crit, you would get like a condition that would last for like a day or two or something like that. But
Well,
it looks like they got rid of it.
Well, after seeing that, Lothos is like just squinting, like, okay, and he just reaches into his bag and he's just gonna pop his howler out and just click it on. Doesn't even really hear it. It's just background noise at this point.
Okay, Modeus, nothing new.
What's the hell?
Honestly, Modeus, don't even go ahead and take away those insanity points. You just got you fucking are you're a navigator. You literally stare into
Okay.
the warp every day.
Right, like this is just normal for him. Like,
You're
he's-
like, oh yeah,
anyway.
that's the way to Acadia. Yeah, I know that road.
Like gonna go over and get in front of Lothos. You remember back then in front of the well when you slapped me in back into sense.
He's nodding.
This is my
No,
turn.
it doesn't
Yeah.
look like he's really acknowledging like what you're
Yeah.
saying at the moment.
This is my turn. This is what I do. Keep your head on. And I'm just going to turn around and try and search around for any clue of what the fuck just happened
So,
or what might be the remains.
As the tech priest finally gets upstairs, where's the witch?
Thanos!
I'm here. I'm ready to go. Where's she's at? I'm gonna fucking blow her away.
Something happened, and Thread is gone. I assume Witch is dead.
Yes.
Hopefully.
Not
Excellent.
quite sure how, but yes.
Hopefully.
You're gonna hear over the Vox channel. Right, y'all got 5 minutes to get the fuck out of there because I'm burning this place to the fucking ground.
It is made of metal.
I don't care.
I'll burn it anyways.
I'm
Okay.
pulling radioactive reactors out of cores. I'm finding something. This place is coming down.
Are we needing anything else here, or can we return to car?
I don't know. I'd much like to get out of here as well, but
Yeah, maybe we should
seems
just
prudent
go
to
back
search
the
around
car.
before we roll.
Do
Maybe
we need
should just go
proof
back to
of
the car.
where is Witch's body? Do we need proof he's dead, or is miasma clearing good enough?
You know,
I will assume it's
it's
good enough.
dead. Dead is dead.
Ain't no
Does-
proof. A
does-
fucking hand grabbed it and dragged it into another fucking dimension. What are you talking about? Get out of there.
Does Lothos know like if they need to bring in proof to the Inquisitor? Considering
Probably not.
probably not. He would just assume that
But dead's a strong word.
that is a strong word. It's gone. That's the way. Of
It's
putting it.
gone. That's
It's
yeah.
gone.
That's how you should approach the Inquisitor.
It's gone.
It's been dealt with
It's
for
gone.
now.
Well, then let us be going.
That's future me's problem.
That's other futures. other world me, other reality.
Is there anything else to see or recover before we roll out?
You can inspect the shriveled bodies. You can go to the point where the thing was dragged in through the warp.
That's what's got me interested.
Yeah, as you go up
Honestly.
to it, you see just sort of scraps of flesh as the thing was trying to dig in with its hands and feet were literally ripped through this sort of rough iron floor where it's corroded and been rotted by the fungus. And you notice something in just behind that, and you shift some rubble away, and you see this pistol, and it looks like a tarnished chrome with an extended magazine and a sort of appeal to it. Like having it would be like setting down roots in a new plot.
3 minutes.
All right, I'm gonna grab it. Roll out.
Okay.
Could I have gathered like some promethium or something like that?
You're not gonna get any goddamn promethium from these fucking cars. You can get do you even have anything to put the gasoline in?
A fucking bucket. I don't know.
You know what
I
would
found
come in
something.
handy? You know what would come in handy, Spaz? A 25-pound chest.
A 26-pound chest.
Yeah.
I-
That's a
I-
Hoda reference, y'all.
The godly 26-pound chest.
I found a bag. I don't know. I found a styrofoam fucking
Styrofoam.
cooler that's melting because the gasoline's consuming it, and I'm making napalm. Like what? I don't know. I found
Give
something.
me
Whatever you want.
roll
me
a
to
D100.
Fair enough. Come on, 1. That's
Okay.
pretty good. That's
You
pretty
look
good.
around, panicking. Like, I need to burn. You look around, there's some ramshackle buildings behind this hab unit, probably from housing that was here before. You find a wheelbarrow. You're like, yeah, this will work. The tire's flat, but you can still roll it. And you're looking around like, I need hose. And you look around and you find an irrigation system. You just start ripping fucking irrigation tubes off the wall. Like, yeah, fucking the tubes for the fucking fire. And then you run back out in the street and you look around. You find a car and you start kicking them just to hear if they got whatever fuels in it. Like, yeah. And you start siphoning it out. And as you're siphoning it out, it's hydrogen based.
Liquid hydrogen or gaseous
It's-
hydrogen?
It's
Nice try.
it's basically water and corn oil.
Oh no. I start
It's
searching bodies.
an agri world, so pollution is extremely monitored.
I start searching bodies of what looks like dead heretics for grenades. Because the last heretic had a grenade and he
There are no bodies around the building, as we previously said, and none of the bodies you've come across have been dead heretics.
I fucking start fuming and I sit right on the edge of the and just stare at the front door and light a low stick and I just wait for everybody to come out before I start stomping out.
Man, only if we had a demolition expert.
I know. If only you had a fucking Arbite with a flamethrower.
Yeah.
Or a
that would-
priest with a flamethrower. You could go find him.
I'm
We
gonna
could
get a
go find him. We
flamethrower.
could go
Fuck
tell
it.
him, like, hey, there's some weird shit over here that we took care of. You mind just setting it on fire?
Yeah,
The
I'm gonna
glory
give
of
him
the God Emperor.
coordinates. And he needs to kill it. Because I don't like this building.
Okay. What are the rest of you doing?
Guess
Leaving.
at this point, Lothos is just slowly making his way out of the building, trying to process what the fuck he just saw. It's not going well.
All right. What's your guys' next step?
Going back
to
to the
the
Marine
car.
Commando dudes.
Back to the Catachans? All right.
Yeah.
So, as you guys push open the doors and exit out back onto the street, sort of breathing in the mostly fresh air, now just this sort of swampy monk sort of air, coupled with the smell of combat and shit like that, the rot and pestilence and, of course, the rotting bodies, but it's normal rotting body smell. You can get over it.
Is the heat on this planet like Florida heat?
It's
Or is
muggy.
it-
It's not too bad, but it's muggy.
Okay.
It's like Canada muggy in the summer.
So not super hot, just really, really damp.
Yeah.
Okay.
As you guys, with a quick check of your data slate in the map, you now are very easily able to pinpoint where you are. And you're pretty far into the sector, but not as far as you thought you were. And you're able to sort of figure out by landmarks where your car is. And as you guys begin making your way back to the commandos, that is where we're going to end tonight's session. Sean Connery.
Right. Sounds good.
Wow.
So, hope you guys enjoyed that. Combat, very unexpected. I really was trying to get that psyker to fuck you up, but he could not cast a fucking psychic power for shit. So yeah.
It's okay. We learned a valuable lesson. Witches are easy to kill, and we can go in guns blazing without worrying about it next time.
Right, you see
And
why I
nothing
made
bad
it
will
live.
happen.
We've seen
Well, I
some
started
shit,
blasting.
guys. We've seen some shit.
That's
Sorry,
why I
man.
make my
Shit.
living out of it.
You've seen some shit. I
That's
don't know
you
why you're all
guys.
feeling so weird.
I don't know
So
what
you
you're
guys
talking
in, like,
about.
the
You saw
fucking-
some shit and almost shot my head off because of it.
Yeah, that's some
In
different
the-
shit. You guys seem way worse.
In the ship's bar, that's how fucking Barbosa tells the story. And then I just started blasting.
I like to
a
think
DeVito
that,
style.
I like to think that Barbosa, like, this is what he thinks most witches are. Like, generally, they just kill themselves, and he just found a way to make good money. Like, with these people that just, like, generally, like, explode. Like, one time, one got him, and it blew up his arm. Like, and that's how he lost his arm. It was, like, the one time the witch didn't kill itself, basically, or, like, self-explode, or, like, so, like, he thinks that most of the time it's not that dangerous. So that's why he's, like, really calm. Like, let's go hunt a witch.
They'll go kill themselves before we have to worry about them.
Easy money.
Modius.
Yeah.
Go ahead and add to your inventory.
One demonically possessed pistol.
It is called Dane's Descent.
It has a name.
It does.
Okay.
It is a auto pistol. With an extended magazine. So whatever the magazine is for an auto pistol, double it.
I think it's 16 for auto.
It's
pistol.
something dumb, yeah. It's basically a micro Uzi.
Let me
Right.
check, I
And then
believe.
it does 1d10 plus 3 rending damage.
That
Nice.
pistol needs to be bathed in the fire.
Reload is full.
Where's the reload part?
After clip.
Oh, I started in melee. Okay, I'll just write
Oh,
that.
you're okay. Pen 1.
Reload was full, you said?
Reload full, pen 1.
Okay.
And then its clip is
Gotcha.
normally 18, so you'd be at 32 for the
32.
clip.
You basically have a Glock with a drum mag. That's all chromed out in like tarnished chrome.
Basically, if you
I'll
shoot
polish
that,
that shit.
if you shoot something like with that thing close range, where you get like the plus 30, because it takes away like something like that to do the
So I can
full
just
auto,
spray shit.
you get like plus 1d10 for every degree of success, I believe. So it's
Nice.
like if you get like 10 or not 10, but like 5 degrees of success, that's 5d10 plus 2.
Did you say the penalty was 2?
It's penetration. Penetration is 1.
Gotcha.
Oh,
Penetration.
it's got pen. That's dope.
It's
Nice.
it's special. One sec.
Special.
Congratulations, you will die.
That's fun, guys.
So you now have the Michael Bay pistol and that thing. You gotta dual wield them now and just go.
Michael Bay and Dane's Descent.
It
The
is
fucking navigator.
It
Wanna see
is
what I can do with some pistol. That's what I gotta do now. You gotta go ambidextrous and all.
it
that.
is inaccurate, which means you gain no bonus from aiming.
There's just spray and pray right there.
And it is I need to look up a supplement book real quick. Hold on.
Get 2 shots off with your las pistol and that thing.
Fuck yeah.
I was looking at the through the thing, and there's like this crossbow that shoots stakes.
That
Like,
thing's fucking awesome.
it's like it can shoot shotgun shells or stakes or like any form. Like, it's just ridiculous. I'm trying to see if I can find it. I was like, bro, I want that shit. That's what I want. I want a fucking crossbow. Like, this is Diablo or some shit.
We'll go over the other details after the stream. Thanks for tuning in, everyone. I hope you guys enjoyed the show. We're gonna tentatively do our last recording next time, and then after that, if we've got everything figured out, we will be streaming on
Hell
Mondays.
yeah.
We're doing it. We're doing it live. We'll be gonna be trying streaming Mondays at 6:30 Pacific time. Again, I hope you guys enjoyed the show. Be sure to check out our Discord, and we will see you guys next time.
Cheers.
Have a good one.